BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right.
What's up, y'all? So real. What's up, y'all? Every Wednesday, shit. Oh, yeah. Y'all know how a song come over your spirit. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Y'all need to come to the Ooh Ladies First Panel podcast live in Atlanta on May 2nd. Get y'all tickets. The link is down below in my description box. They did not cancel Essence. No, they did not. Cardi B, Tiana Taylor, a bunch of other people going to be involved in Essence this year. Okay? Now, I don't know if I'm going to go to the concert. I want to go to the concert because I want to see Cardi perform. Pick up at my body on me. Shake it, clap it for me. Bitches, that's some Cardi. Hello, it's me. Hello. I'm that bitch. Yeah. Shitting on these hoes. Listen. Oh, what's going on, everybody? I hope y'all having a good Wednesday. Let's get into the show. We got a cute little show. But I did want to remind y'all to get y'all tickets to the Ooh Ladies First Panel. All right. That's not what we're talking about, girl. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be on I think we agreed to the time. We'll see. But I'm supposed to be on Armand Wiggins' channel tonight or this evening, I believe, for 5 my time. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, no, it's not canceled. That's what they thought at first. I'm hooked up on you. What am I supposed to do? I love, like, I hate it, but I love it. Like, I love when y'all sing about these niggas like they the Lord. What am I supposed to do? When you're somebody else's, Oh, yeah. Girl. They still in the comments. Like, everybody's still in the comments everywhere being homophobic, girl. Every day there's a post. Every day, girl. Every day. I want to jump into it. Let's see where I want to start. Okay? Girl, we might as well go on over to the Married to Medicine really quickly. Because I did my Married to Medicine review, and I know, girl, we was fighting and we was tussling. Right? Because y'all feel like, like, that's why I say, there's a YouTuber for everybody. Okay, I was watching Erica, and Erica feel like y'all feel tacky Toya. Okay, they feel like they was gaslighting them people. I don't feel that way. I feel like Toya was being an asshole, yes. But I also feel like Mimi and Steve, y'all don't like them people anyway. Why y'all expecting them to be nice and kind to y'all? Them people don't like y'all. Y'all don't like them people. But y'all done brought Dr. Eugene to the front. Hold up, not this shit. I do want to talk about that though. Because I don't like to just talk about the bad shit that people do. I like to talk about the good things that they do, okay? And how they remind me of when drug dealers give out turkeys, okay? Here's what I wanted to talk about. Eugene came to the motherfucking internet. Okay? Dr. Heavenly claimed to have information on why Dr. Eugene was fired from the hospital, while Toya says the next door neighbor told her about what Damon does. Okay, so here's the thing. I know we don't want to do this, but I can only say how I feel, girl. Okay? And for me, somebody will say Heavenly or insinuate Heavenly, Damon cheating. That's what they will insinuate. Heavenly will then insinuate that they assaulting people down to their doctor's office or they cheating with people down to the hospital. But it'll be something that has to do with their job. When she did it to Lil Mighty Mouse, Gregory, it was like, but you know, she was right. You went on Google and saw how many people complained about Quad's ex-husband. He's not a good psychologist from what people say. He was just giving them all kinds of medication and thought, you know, and shit like that. And I just feel like that's the thing with Heavenly. I know you want to defend your husband at all times, but you ain't got to make it seem like Dr. Eugene getting fired from jobs because he fucking people down to the job. Because we will question if that's true or not. Even if we haven't heard anything about it, we know these days that don't mean a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So when she threw that out there, now Dr. Eugene, I have never seen Eugene's Instagram. Okay? Eugene said, I usually don't get on these platforms and say anything, but I have never been fired. LOL. I think some people on the show just like to say things to get a rise out of the audience. And then Toya said, my husband has never been fired, but Heavenly's husbands owe money on office equipment. The people know I'm not lying. Now, how you owe money on office equipment? How do you know that he owe money on office equipment? Don't just throw it out there, girl. Lay it out for us. So this just a little tea. It's just a little peppermint tea, girl. You know what I'm saying? I know I be up here and all of this, you know, because the earth got a cold. But it's just a little tea, girl. Somebody said, I'm just saying, said, I need to know why Eugene got fired. What did he do? Eugene said, I'd love to know too, since I've never been fired a day in my life. This is news to me. So yeah, y'all. It's like, why you gotta play so dirty? One part of me understands why people would feel the way they feel when they are, you know, have Toya dislikes. But at the same time, you do some of the same types of shit. Y'all hit below the belt. Y'all do unnecessary shit. Everybody has said this season that Heavenly and Toya are the same person in a different font. Kind of, sort of, yeah. I agree to that. Toya is tacky. Okay? But also, when I look at Steve wants to prove something to everybody when it comes to money, which is why he had to make a big deal instead of just paying for the goddamn ticket. That's just, you know, how I feel, okay? It's over. We'll get into the rest of that later. But Heavenly will do fucked up shit like that, have you thinking that Eugene might be down there to the doctor's office doing some shit he ain't supposed to be doing, right? And then she come out and do something very, very nice. Jamie, the first comment says, see, this why y'all gotta support. Candy and the gang, we stand with her. Okay, and that's because Dr. Heavenly went down there and did something that is seeming that nobody else was doing. And I'm not even gonna lie, this was some good shit. This was some good shit.
To not receive pay, they're going to have to make the decision.
That's why today I stepped up with solutions. I bought thousands of dollars of food to help support the TSA workers and their families while Washington figures this out.
I'm Dr. Heavenly Townsend. I'm at the Atlanta airport. Listen, the people at the TSA have not been paid. So many essential workers have not been paid. We're making a difference. We're out here on the ground. We're with a federal worker president, Aaron Barker. He's the president of the AFGE 554, and he actually orchestrated us to bring food. We spent thousands of dollars bringing food to the federal workers here.
This shutdown is occurring during one of the busiest travel periods of the year.
Hartsfield-Jackson Airport is one of the busiest airports in the world. Without TSA agents, the airport cannot function. Our workers deserve better than being caught in the middle of political fights.
If officers...
This was a good move. This was a good move, Heavenly. I gotta give it to you, bitch. This was good. This was good, girl. This was very, very good. Because I feel like what it also puts into the mind is that if she's willing to go and help these people, Who else has the money? Who else has the capability to help during a time where the government has decided to just be like, fuck everybody? This is really good. It's a great look for her. Yeah, this is a really good gesture. I like this. This was very helpful. Okay, as somebody that worries about the headache I'm gonna have to, have when it comes to getting to the airport, child, this will help them people hopefully show up to work, because y'all have not paid them in 29 days. So I can't even be upset at them for not coming to work. Because if you didn't pay me for a month, I probably wouldn't come to work neither. I probably wouldn't have came to work after the first time I was supposed to get a paycheck and I didn't get it. To me, that would be like, okay, so then you don't want any work to happen if you don't want anybody to get paid. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. To be honest, I hate to say it like this, but the airport should have shut down, period. Until y'all do what y'all need to do and get these people paid, nobody's flying anywhere. Grounded. Nobody's flying anywhere. And I even hate to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to fly out. I don't want nobody fucking up my flight. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like something needs to happen. Like, this is ridiculous. Then people need to get paid. Like, them people need to get paid. Like, this is just ridiculous. Who's rich? Somebody send some money down there. You know what I mean? But shout out to Heavenly for doing what she could do to help the people, okay? Because everybody got to get to where they're trying to go. You got moves to make, okay? Shit to shake. They got stuff to do. Now let's move on from there. Shout out to Heavenly. That was really great what she did just then, okay? Now let's go over to the Terrence Howard, shall we? Terrence Howard has been talking. And Terrence Howard will get you caught up, girl. You got to pay attention to Terrence Howard. Because sometimes when Terrence Howard talk, you like, oh, wow, I didn't know that. He's so smart. My God, what a smart light-skinned man. And then he says something else and you just be like, oh, shut the fuck up, Terrence. You know. He said some other messy shit, okay, in that sweatshirt jacket combo that he's been wearing to show that, his energy is lifted, okay? He is a light being. That's what this white jacket is supposed to show. Let's hear what the crazy light-skinned nigga had to say. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. I'm from New Orleans, bitch. You ain't never about to convince me that most of these light-skinned niggas ain't crazy. And I told y'all a long time ago, it's because light-skinned niggas got to prove that they are manly, because y'all automatically assume that light-skinned, pretty, feminine. And so they have to be, batshit crazy in order for y'all to not be playing with them like that. You know what I mean?
Wanting to be a Hollywood couple, like what if her and you never thought about it that way?
Nah, that was never on the table for me.
You see Jay-Z with Beyonce. You see these couples where it's like,
I had a chance to date Beyonce, early on. And
oh, that's that look. That's that I know I'm that nigga look. Okay, when he threw the guitar over his shoulder. On the best man, y'all remember? Okay, something else to add to the repertoire. Cool ass motherfucker. But that's the look on his face right now. I'ma let him continue.
We had a conversation, and I ended up talking to the other girl inside of, Destiny, the girl with the blue eyes. I remember Beyonce looking over at me, and I think that's why she picked me to do that dance when she did the
let me cater to you,
tease dance that we did at BT's or whatever.
Do you like it like this? Do you want it?
To show me what I had lost, but I was attracted.
And it sounds like he liked Farrah because Farrah had blue eyes.
There was a moment in which I felt
wanting to be a Hollywood
man
with Beyonce.
Yeah, but that was long before she was with Jay-Z. That was very, very long ago.
I mean, they were big back then when they were coming up. They were very big when they were coming up.
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child, yeah.
That's what it was.
Were y'all acting like y'all didn't remember what the name of the group was?
Beyonce, yes. I'm
Man, but
Child, we remember, girl. We was screaming to the top of our lungs watching this shit at home. BET Awards used to be everything back in the day. Listen, girl, okay? Then you sold it. Gave it to the white people. Now we don't have moments like this. Yeah. See, sometimes if you from the right type of place, light-skinned men like Terrence Howard like dark-skinned women, you know, because they want to get someone that will put them back into blackness because they feel like they've been, you know, kind of put on the outskirts for being light-skinned. But everybody not like that. Terrence Howard likes to check off all of the, you know, the red flag boxes. You like the bitch because her eyes was a certain color? Okay, colorism. Oh, you like white bitches, an extension of said colorism, internalized racism. Oh, misogynoir. Okay, listen, yeah. That's why you can't, you know what I mean, you can't like these niggas too much. You can't be out here, oh, he 90s fine. Girl, hold up. Hold up. Have you seen him on social media as of late? Have you seen him on social media as of late? Calm down. All right, hold up. I don't know what was happening here, but I wanted to play this, okay? Why y'all call that lady like that? I'm a bad bitch and I'm that nigga.
People have the good, the bad, the ugly, and we're not simple people. Human beings are very complex, you know? And something happens that maybe makes people... Okay, are y'all in my interview and your interview? Can we just have your interview and I'll have my interview?
And it wasn't Duran neither. It wasn't Duran. It was whoever was talking to Duran.
Thank you, love.
I love me. I love me some Lynn Winfield, y'all. She's such a nice lady. She's such a nice lady. She really is. Like, my mom has met her a few times, I think, because her daughter was in Baton Rouge, and so she would be down here all the time. And I remember one time me and my mom were, I think one of the times I was moving into a new apartment, so I was going to buy some furniture. We were down to the rooms to go together, girl. But see, I don't like to aggravate people because I would have been had 11 pictures with Lynn Winfield. I love her though, but I be, you know, people be out and people be out there. I be like, you know, hey, how you doing? I don't like to give people too much problems, you know what I'm saying? But I love me some Lynn Winfield, girl. Hey, girl.
You know, the Muffin Man. I know him a little bit. The Muffin Man.
We all the way down there today.
Well,
and that's so funny because from their mic, we can't hear nothing that Lynn is saying.
yes, I know.
Come on now.
Yes, I know.
We know who was on the praise team. Okay.
In my interview.
Not us getting clocked.
Can we just have your interview?
Hey, not us getting clocked by Lynn Winfield in real time. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, minimum down here. We over here distracting.
Yes.
Wait, Lynn Winfield just.
Okay, so go ahead somewhere with this because I'm the goofy person that would have been, do you know the Muffin Man? Like, you know, I'm from a place where we take TV and you know, film all these little singy moments and turn it into a real song, you know, at an open mic night. Child, the way we likes to start singing Reading Rainbow out of nowhere. But that's how they were supposed to handle it. They were supposed to be, oh, we sorry. You know what I'm saying? My bad. That's what you were supposed to do. You weren't supposed to get mad about it. Y'all was supposed to even be like, oh my God, Lynn Winfield told me to shut up. Okay, that's Lynn Winfield. Okay, I loved it.
This check does have, that's history. That's history.
It is.
It
That's
is.
history.
It
Okay,
is.
okay,
We're
I'll
part of
talk
history.
to you directly. Anyway, we're here.
Yeah,
This is
because we're
Black
going to be
Women
quiet
Hollywood.
now.
Congratulations on your Grammy, babe.
Thank you.
The girls who've been rooting have been rooting.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you feel that love, though?
I absolutely do. It's
We
like
glad.
your cousin.
Yeah.
It's literally your cousin.
It
You
is
see
cousin.
That won something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Listen, and every time I hear that song, my baby chain, I'm that nigga, I feel like you made a song for some of us. You made a song for some of us. Okay, I love him. That was cute. I just wanted to show y'all that because I thought that was such a cute moment. You know what I'm saying? Okay, girl. And because people are, excuse me, what is it? Bitch assness. All right, we're gonna try it again. Here's another example of 50 Cent and bitch assness. Okay, that's him, girl. Once again, arguing with a woman. What do we call it? One more time, class. Bitch assness. Okay, 50 Cent accuses Claressa Shields of sleeping around. I have the Ring camera videos. Who the fuck cares? Why are y'all always trying to slut shame women? Everybody sleeping around. You sharing dick with Diddy. Yuck. I'm sorry, vagina. You're sharing vagina with Diddy, 50. What does that mean? That means all of you niggas are nasty. All of y'all get around. All of y'all are hoes. Y'all are hoes. And I'm getting tired of men feeling like they can be hoes. Like, really, just dick is a dustpan dick. Just using it to just sweep up all of the dust, okay? Just dustpan dick. Dicks that have been all over the place. Got the audacity to come and try to tell a woman about what she been doing with her coochie. I'm getting tired of you niggas, okay? These double standards must be stopped. If she's a hoe, you're a hoe. If she's sleeping around, you're sleeping around. I guess we both ain't shit. 50 Cent was trolling the shit out of Pap and Claressa. I don't even understand this. I don't even understand this. Very, very handsome. Hey, Pap, ask your old lady Claressa if she fucking Maserati Bud. Tell her to be honest because I have the Ring camera footage. Why do you always have footage of people getting fucked? What's going on with you? What are you, a little diddler? Is that what you are, 50? Are you a little diddler recording everybody? Getting visuals of people fucking on camera? Aren't you a little diddler? What's going on, 50? He's working on my nerves, y'all, because he does the same thing all the time. 50 Cent does the same thing all the time, and it's always him really going after women. Slut-shaming women. Calling women ugly. Making fun of women's wigs. When this nigga looks like at least 3 other species that we could think of right now. 2. I could think of an 8 that nigga looks like, and I could think of a dog that nigga looks like a greyhound. It's not racial, it's just what it is. Now, this is the nigga Maserati, okay? Like the video, y'all. Share the video. Let the people, people know I'm up here, okay? I was sparing you. You were on FaceTime with Papoose. Maserati Bud calls out Claressa Shields for recording their phone call after 50 Cent claimed they slept together because all of you dusty-ass niggas with nothing going on for yourself love clout. You love clout. So girl, I don't even care. I would just be upset that she did fuck him. Girl, you fucked him? Yuck. You tried me. I was keeping it player, but you want to play me, recording me. Cool. Maserati Bud. First of all, Maserati Bud, why does it matter if Claressa Shields has a recording of you if somehow through you 50 Cent got the video of you being at her house? What are you talking about? You've already given video, allegedly, Maserati Bud, to 50 Cent about her. So now you want to act like you were keeping it player? No, you weren't. You were running your mouth. You were running your mouth, bitch ass nigga. Again, was this an example of class? Bitch assness.
What's that? See, I've been trying to spare you, Claressa. Even when motherfucking Geisha 305 put that shit up there, I told her to take that shit down. But since you want to play with a real nigga, see, I'm from the crib, I'm from Miami, right? And real nigga, we don't talk about what we do and how we do shit, right? But me and my dog 5 was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit down. That's why I said my dog Petty Ass Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that. And I was going to play it like that and play dumb and wasn't going to respond. I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to record phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah. On Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room. At the same chair.
Who's gonna be the man? Who's gonna be the boys? If the people with the penises are on the internet, the ones who call themselves men, with chains too big for their fucking necks to hold up, bitching about Then, girl, what? I was sitting right there, so you was a side nigga. You should do what side niggas do. Be quiet. That's what you should do.
That I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed. The bed with the TV. What's happening? See, I've been trying to.
You picked out her bed. Papoose diss him again. His friend said he backed in the corner. 50 Cent, I'm tired of y'all playing with. I'm tired of playing with y'all celebrities. You getting sued. So this is Claressa.
What is this dude lying for? Listen, I did.
So 50 Cent says that they fucked. She posts a recording of this conversation, and now the dude is trying to get clout, acting like she outed him for something. Nigga, shut up. Again, what is it called, everybody? Bitch assness.
Did not fuck her. We were talking.
Okay, but you,
and that's
you
what
understand what I'm saying, how it looked? Because he not
I know how it
admitted.
look. Listen, you keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. You dealing with Curtis Petty Jackson. And I told you, at the end of the day, he has been backed in the corner, this man. He has been backed in the corner, this man. Keep dissing him. That's what I'm telling you.
So what is
He
he
been getting
lying for?
Listen, I did not fuck her.
So this was just the proof to show Claressa was just trying to prove that nigga ain't fuck me. That dusty, crusty ass nigga ain't fuck me. Denied. It did not happen. And so then 50 Cent posted this video. Look at Bud in the studio recording with Pitbull face. Now I know you ain't motherfucking talking. Bulldog face ass nigga calling somebody a pit bull face. Nigga, everybody look like a dog. What are you talking about, Curtis? Man, listen, Curtis, just do us a favor. Take your ass over there somewhere that you could pay for a femboy. Let them go ahead and jingle your keys and do whatever it is they need to do. Relax, relate, release, and come to terms with whatever it is that you suppressing as to why you always on the internet acting like this as a grown-ass man. Because he's just trolling. I don't know if y'all have picked it up or not, but people that are consistently trolling, something's wrong with them. Something's wrong with them. Okay, what we doing? I don't understand. 50 Cent. Okay, I'm going to bed. So you have videos of them together. This is not videos of them fucking. What is this supposed to mean? So they're in the studio together with other people recording music. What is this supposed to prove, 50? Except for the fact that you got too much times on your hands. You got too much times on your hands. You need to worry about somebody else. Maybe if you cared about your motherfucking kids, nigga. Claressa responded because, what you thought? Fuck you thought.
50, your blockhead ass needs to just wave the white flag. You lost. You lost. You lost. Period. Goofy ass people. Only dummies believe what anything 50 say. Only dummies believe this dude. Only dummies.
I mean, once I looked at the evidence.
People on straight drugs. That's why he play with y'all like that. Well, I don't do drugs. You're not gonna play with me.
We know, girl. They only can play with you if they playing with your pussy. We know, girl. Listen. Don't play with my okay?
Can't even be cool with niggas. I promise you. I'm never being like cool or trying to be.
You can't be cool with niggas. And sometimes you can't be cool with women either. You can't be cool with women either.
Nice with nigga again. It's over with. It's over with.
Not all y'all, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like.
Nope. He done blew that. Claressa drop a diss track. I'm thinking about it. I'm fucking thinking about it. Real shit.
Have everybody making diss tracks. Nigga, what? Don't make a diss track. Don't make a diss track.
It's my last time entertaining it. Now, my lawyer's on it. And 50, you're going to have to do a video letting everybody know that you lied on my cat. I hope you're ready to do that. Because if you don't, you still getting sued. You getting sued if you do it. I don't give a fuck. You getting sued, 40 Cent. With your goofy ass.
To me, you know, as a woman, it's always felt like an act of violence when people lie on a woman's cat. Like, so what you want?
Niggas want to have beef with a female. I ain't the female who you want to have beef with, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Yeah, this video is a diss track. I ain't even gotta get in the booth, nigga. 50 better get in the booth.
She look good. Face is good. Lips is good. She look good.
Is that cat good? What the fuck wrong with this paper? Anyways, I had enough of y'all. Bye.
Listen, I feel you, sis. I ain't mad at her. She sound guilty. She should have remained quiet. No, she doesn't sound guilty. Not if you looked at everything. She doesn't sound guilty at all. She sounds like somebody that finds it weird that you would even throw that out there. The fuck? Now you know who been in my cat? Have you been with my cat all day? That's wild. I didn't know you had been with my cat all day. Let me try to find cause I saved the clips of Pap going at him. Hold up, I'm sorry. Pull it up.
He was.
Yikes. Yikes. Sounds like a whole bunch of facts. Now, why you had to throw Vivica in there, Pat? Why you had to throw Vivica in there, Pat? Why?
Yapped your chain and ended up with a case. When he got shot, they tried to take his face off. You down.
Listen, Pap is lame, okay? He is. But technically, he's still a good rapper. Okay? The technicals of it is the nigga is still a good rapper. I don't know if I saved any of the other ones. Because that was the second one. So there was another one that he did. And listen, you got to catch the live. Shout out to my show. Like the video, share. Okay? Because I might have to edit that out later. Depending on how niggas is moving, right? Child. But hopefully, you know, it's something that's like a SoundCloud type of situation, so I don't have to worry about a copyright strike for playing 20 seconds of a damn song. Ooh, y'all work on my nerves. Anyway, it's funny to watch everybody fight on the internet, isn't it? When you ain't involved in it, it is shit. Nah, that shit was still funny. Anyway, I thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Okay, what we going to next? I want to make sure that I got everything with this before I move on. Before I get out the way of it, okay? Girl, it's so many notes. Danger! We're gonna get to Mr. Coy in a second. But first, before we go there, I did want to play this because we did an update. Y'all remember last week or the week before last, we talked about Althia and Benzino got online and acted as if, you know, I'm a better parent. That's why I got custody, because she was in the hospital and she lost all her money and she wasn't letting the kid go to school. And so now the kid is with me and the kid will be fine. And she was saying that he didn't have custody, but she was in the hospital. He had the child and then would not give the child back when she got out of the hospital. Okay. And so she kept trying to find ways, I guess, which was her and Diamond going out there to do a welfare, wellness check on the child and getting into it with him the last time. Last time he had custody. Well, turns out Benzino is in trouble again. Sources claim he was arrested and Althia regained custody of their child. Let's take a listen. And this is another thing, right? So there, you know, I've seen like people get on the internet and say, "Oh, I'm against abortion." I think if you have babies for niggas like this, you should firmly reconsider that, because I know y'all love y'all kids, but having a crazy baby daddy is one of the most stressful situations that anybody could ever be in. Like, I'm just saying, like, having a baby with a nigga like this, obviously something is wrong with Althea, and that's the reason why she even wanted to be with Benzino in the first place, is giving child abuse. Okay, I don't know who abused Althea as a child, but I'm sure they did, and that's why she would even consider being with no neck Benzino. Okay? And I feel like that's why abortion should be legal and y'all shouldn't be out here shaming women about it, is because your childhood usually sets you up for how you get in relationships with people you shouldn't have babies for. And that's not your fault exactly. At some point, you need to like learn and make different decisions. Absolutely. But when you really think about it, if your community and society validates you being in abusive relationships because the abusive man is macho, and being with a macho man makes you more feminine as a woman, which means in this society you're more valuable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all also, you know, put a lot on fame and money. Benzino pretended to be somebody he was not. Benzino has been pretending to be somebody he's not his entire life, no matter what he says. Okay? Does Benzino look like he's actually written articles for real enough to come out with a whole magazine? Does Benzino look like the type of nigga? He's a musclehead, and you think that he really wrote and came out with Source magazine? Think he knew enough words for that? Yeah, no. He took it. When the people that are the two brothers that originally was doing it and they decided they didn't want to do it anymore, he took it over because it had gotten more niggerish than it needed to be. This was like college educated black men writing up reviews on hip hop culture and on albums that were coming out. Rap niggas get involved. Benzino gets involved. It becomes a system where people are getting paid to get their albums rated higher in Source than they probably would have, right? So that's like a form of payola that was happening with Source magazine. Once Benzino and street niggas befriended the two original owners of Source magazine. Once they decided to let go of it, Benzino continues it on, and then everybody forgets about the other two dudes because our generation did not know them. That's like when we were talking about Married to Medicine and all of that, like Simone and Heavenly and all of them, their generation of HBCU in Atlanta, that's their generation of people coming out of like Howard, Morehouse, like that's, you know, HBCUs. Because I think the two original Source magazine writers were two brothers from HBCUs. And, you know, getting involved in the street shit through niggas that was the go-between. Benzino was like a go-between type nigga. Between the street niggas that's making the albums and the music or controlling the artists and Source magazine. And I think eventually it became too fucking street to where they couldn't even post without niggas wanting to kill you and fight you and threatening you because you gave their album a subpar review. Niggas was way too emotional. So I just want everybody to be clear that Benzino has always been pretending to be somebody that he is not. So when somebody is really good at manipulating people and you have a girl that was obviously abused as a child, which means she doesn't have a good bar for what a good man really is. A lot of young girls don't. A lot of women don't, right? You think abuse is attractive. So yeah, I that's why I feel like, girl, get rid of these babies. Delete his fetus. Fetus, delete us.
You're kidnapping a child.
The police said
you have kidnapped her child since December. You don't have custody. 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 You do not have custody of that child. He's crazy.
And this type of shit is always happening with Benzino. The shit happens so much, people be forgetting how many times Benzino be getting caught up in shit. And then the next day he on the internet on somebody's live acting like ain't nothing ever happened. Yes, poor kid. Poor fucking kid. Ooh, y'all, that reminds me. I finally watched that movie Weapons on HBO Max. I finally watched it. It was like one of the big horror movies this year. And the actress who won Best Actress for the Oscars, I believe, she was up against Tiana Taylor, and I saw like a clip of them championing each other at different award shows because Tiana won the Golden Globe, or I think it was the Golden Globe, and the lady who played in Weapons won the Oscar. So like they were both like cheering for each other, and I saw a clip of that. And so I was watching Weapons because I was like, this shit look weird. Let me go watch this shit. This is why I love horror so much. Especially right now, horror is doing so well. And historically, this is what I learned in college when I was taking my film courses, is that horror movies specifically have always been commentary on social issues, commentary on the world. It's just that we turned everything into quick, fast, money. Put the movie out. Like, don't worry about the deeper meaning behind the shit. Don't worry about what they said in the book. You know, just put it out as is because the people not gonna like it as it was in the book. Even though they like the fucking book, they love the fucking book. We gonna make a movie and we feel like that's not gonna do well in the theater. So let's do something different. Like it's always some weird shit with the way they produce these days, right? And I think horror is the only space where they're still allowed to get the message through if you're paying attention. Especially some of these pictures that have been coming up, like Dracula, a lot of the A24 films. I know A24 is problematic in some type of way, but I really love the A24 films. And how they make me think, and you know, I watch them over and over again and go and find out what people are saying about the different themes and what I might have missed. Like, it's just a lot to chew on. And even if people don't like it, it's an art form that you really get a robust experience because it leads to all of these other things. And I watched Weapons, and it led to talking about addiction and child abuse because that's what that movie was really about. And it wasn't about it from a social aspect. It was about it from the writer, the director's personal situation, their personal childhood growing up with an alcoholic. And, you know, it made me feel so emotional because there are some themes that are like universal when you have a parent that's an alcoholic or a parent that is, you know, any type of addiction. There is a moment where your parent goes from being somebody you feel safe with to somebody you don't feel safe with, or they were always somebody you felt unsafe with. And you've learned how to be hyper aware of their moods. And then you also learn how to take care of them or take care of the other parent in a way because of whatever the addiction or whatever the abuse that's taking place. And the movie was so good, y'all. Y'all should absolutely check it out if y'all haven't seen Weapons. It's a horror movie. I don't care what nobody talking about. That lady creeped me the fuck out. Okay? I have to watch Hereditary again because I watched it. I love Toni Collette. I watched it, but I can't remember it. I gotta watch it over again. My mother was addicted to drugs before she passed away, and man, what a mind fuck. I'm still healing. Yes, I definitely understand it, and that's like they really dealt with that in this movie because, you know, these kids get kidnapped, and it's an allegory for child abuse and addiction and how that takes over a household, but also how there are so many people, and this is why they say children are the least respected class, is because somebody could really just come into the household with a child and nobody will do anything about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just come into the household with a child and it's almost expected, right? It's almost expected that you would just let some random nigga you met that you like into your household to be around your kids. And the kids don't have any say about it. And if the kids have a say about it, you look at the kids like they're the problem because they don't like this new person that you've brought into their home, into their space. And then you tell them they don't have a right to feel a way about it. Like, it's a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot of shit that goes into all of that. The child abuse, the different ways that children are being abused. And also, you know, alcoholism and drug habits and shit that take over people's lives. And a lot of it really does come from shame, guilt, and childhood trauma. That's why we have these conversations up here, y'all. Even when y'all be mad at me, Because in real life, what's happening, what do y'all think Althia and Benzino's kid is going through? How do y'all think that child is going to process and grow up with two parents that are in some ways emotionally and mentally unstable? Girl. Speaking of parental situations, let's get to the Swiss keys. The Swizz keys, y'all. The mother of Swizz Beatz' daughter claims their child got addicted to drugs while in his and Alicia Keys' care. Did I talk about this? I don't think I did. Accuses them of allowing her daughter to vape and eat edibles instead of focusing on her education. Now, listen, I'm not one of them people that's going to automatically, feel like the mama don't have a right to feel how she feel. I don't know Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. They could have a household that allows for more freedom, which allows for her teenage daughter to do things that she would not allow. And that's the thing, a lot of people say you can't control what goes on in the other person's household. That's why it's so difficult. Another reason to not just be having babies with everybody. And I'm not saying anybody should be regretting it, but these are things that you should think about before you have a baby. Is if you and the person break up and they eventually get into a relationship with another person, and then you have to worry about your child being exposed to things that you may not want them to be exposed to, right? But at the same time, I don't care what anybody says. If you think your daughter is addicted to drugs, I would love for you to do everything you can before you bring it to us on the internet. It's one thing to be trying to put the other parent on blast for neglect. It's one thing to want the world to, know so that something can be done about the way the other person that you're parenting with is handling y'all's child. But y'all's child is a teenager and almost grown. And so if this is not a conversation that you can have with her, if this is not a conversation that you can have with your daughter, then that's a conversation you need to have with Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. And if it's a conversation they're not making it easy for you to have, then I guess we need to go down to the lawyers. I guess we need to go down to the courts. I just feel like there are so many other things that she could have done before she brought this shit to social media because her daughter is so young. And to me, yes, vaping is very addictive. I totally understand that, y'all. Okay, I don't even think that kids should be smoking weed, before college. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't even think y'all should be smoking weed before y'all get into college. I don't think y'all should be partaking in any of that shit. And it's because your brain is not fully formed yet. I was smoking before my brain was fully formed and all of that. But I also feel like the level of responsibility that I can carry was already solidified through high school. So by the time I got to college, I understood that it was on me. So smoking wasn't going to stop me from doing anything that I needed to do. And it never did. It never does. It actually helps me because I have a lot of anxiety and it'll cause me to get in this freeze shit where I feel like I don't know what I want to do. And I just kind of sit there. And so like it's easier to like smoke. And then after I smoke, something feels like it's been like lifted. And I'm like, okay, I can do what I need to do now. That's just kind of how it feels. Okay. For me personally. Right. Because everybody is different and this shit ain't for everybody. And there are people that cannot sustain their lives smoking weed every day. They just can't. And that's why everybody shouldn't be doing it. So I'm not even saying, y'all, that I'm just throwing this mother's concerns out of the window. But I just don't like the way she went about it because it often feels like sometimes the baby mamas are people that are just upset about not having the ability to control the other household. And so you come to the internet thinking that we supposed to do something about Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys, not hiding all of their weed paraphernalia in California from your teenager. When honestly, this is just something that I feel like teenagers are going to go through and you should focus on trying to help your daughter from the space that you can. But I think blasting her on the internet like this was not going to help. It's not going to make her want to listen to you. It's not going, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I would then be even more angry with my mom, and I would probably want to do whatever I was doing even more so now that you didn't put me online like that. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm an addict then. I'm just saying, like, that might have been my response. I just don't feel like this was the best response. To put your daughter on blast like this. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows how this can harm her, or how people will look at her and judge her, that, you know, this might just be a phase that she's going through. She's a teenager, young woman. Like, by the time she get to 25, this may not even be a thing. But people may bring it up or remember it or attach something to her because of you putting this story out there. And I'm not saying, you know, it will, but it could. And so I just kind of feel like a lot of times with parents, it's not about protecting their child, because if it was, you would handle it differently. It's more about your ego. So this is what she said. Do you think it's okay to hit your mother in the name of money, fame, and drugs? She says she hates me, my mom, my friends. Nicole got addicted to drugs and vapes in the U.S. while in their care. This is why she is acting like this. It's not normal. It's not normal teenage stuff. I'm trying to save her from further destruction. I've spoken to her dad so many times about it. They ignore everything. Okay. If you have to go public to save your child from drugs, you should, instead of your child spiraling out of control and publicly dying from an overdose in a bathtub like Whitney Houston's daughter. And even though I understand, what do you think the public doesn't have any control in their household? And that's why I said the only thing this really does is embarrasses your daughter. And I don't know if shame is going to actually work in this situation. She said these belong to Alicia Keys. This is in their house in San Diego. Nicole has been hooked for years on that while in their care. So it looks like, because I saw this video, to me it looked like she was sneaking it.
Here you have gummies. I don't know what that is. What? Pure. And then.
Yeah, she says she hit her mother and she hates them. Yeah, that's what it said, girl. So yeah, we see her finding, like, it looks like she's secretly doing this. The public can actually make the situation worse. That's a lot of the shit, like the trolls and, you know, like I feel like it just makes the situation even more complicated. She's young. People attacking her on her page and shit like that may not help her mental either. Because if she's addicted to drugs, I believe that means that something is emotionally or mentally, you know, needs to be treated, needs to be worked on, needs to be talked about. This is not how you supposed to help that, but, you know, my opinion. Nicole got addicted to drugs and vapes. Okay. I don't know why when she said, is it okay to hit your mother? I don't know why I automatically felt like she was over exaggerating, and that's probably me. Okay, that's me projecting my own mindset onto the shit, because the little girl might have hit her mama and, you know, on some disrespectful shit. She might have. But the way the mama is coming to the internet, I don't know. I'm kind of low-key inclined to believe that the mama is in some ways accountable for why her daughter don't see it for her. Yeah, the daughter is filming herself stealing stuff. Yes. She would get better behavior with better co-parenting. Children with parents who have been in turmoil seemingly for years can act out. Yes. Yes. Why there is no blend? Because they do everything the opposite way. I say no vapes, weed, and edibles. They make them available. Alicia uses them herself. Her brothers got her hooked on vapes. Okay, so you want Alicia to not do edibles and smoke weed because you don't want your daughter to get it? See, that's too big of an ask. Your daughter shouldn't be going in her shit and taking her shit neither. Like, Alicia is an adult. That's why I'm saying, like, it just kind of sounds like you want to blame them for your daughter having some issues that really stem from the you know, the turmoil that might be in y'all's relationship over the years, parenting and all of that shit. I say detox from social media, detox from the phone. They give her the 4th secret phone. Well, I mean, I kind of like they might disagree with you about that, right? Because you want her to not have a phone in 2026. Like, I get it, but isn't she a teenager? Give her a flip phone. I say study. They take her to parties and yachts and she doesn't study. Okay. I've had years of struggling with them. They are the opposite of what parents should be. She goes there and there's no structure, no regime, just meeting celebrities and partying on yachts with billionaires. Her dad always brings her late for school, breaching the court order. I'm so tired of people assuming that they are so holy because of the money. Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think that at all. And I do feel like they probably have a more laxed lifestyle than you would want. I could see that. But I also feel like some of y'all are really uptight and want somebody to like try to control. Like, you can't control them people's house. Most of these kids are on drugs and everyone applauds them. Okay? Everyone should stop worshiping celebrities. Yes. People need to have a grounded life. Yes. These celebrities are connected to Epstein, have no boundaries. Oh, wow. Not you saying that Swizz Beatz and Alicia are connected to Epstein. My God, on this good day. I don't put anything past anybody, but I don't think that this is like good for the daughter. She has a point, but I think she's controlling. That's how I feel too. And I do feel like you embarrass your daughter more than you're going to be able to dictate, you know what I'm saying? Like dictate what Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz do. So this, what the fuck is this? Swizz Beatz. Like, this is too many words, girl. Let me see if I could do it, y'all. This is too many words, Jesus. Y'all know how I don't like, unless I'm reading a book. I don't be reading all these social media paragraphs and shit. In the last 15 years, a fake friend of Nicole has been trying to coerce her into a relationship I do not approve of. Not 15 years, 1.5 years. So a year and a half. So the mom is continuing on to say more. What kind of relationship don't you approve of? Thank you to Jail Slayer for becoming a member. Thank you, love. I don't know, y'all. I'm starting to feel like I felt from the beginning, which is that you just uptight and controlling. And you might be like homophobic or, all that other shit, Let me see. Because, like, what you mean it's a relationship you don't approve of? If the person is of age, what they did? Girl, let me keep reading. Not bring back journals. Okay, the communication was highly inappropriate, especially considering that Nicole is still 17, so the person was older. It is also completely against our culture and beliefs. It contradicts my cultural legacy, which is global, not about what is currently cool in the West. It's a woman? It's a woman. The communication was full of vanity and other nonsense, revealing pictures of Nicole and inappropriate comments coming from the said person. On top of that, this person was trying hard to tell Nicole to stop listening to me, her mother, and not care about what I say, to rebel. I mean, sweetheart, that's what teenagers do. I'm going to keep reading, y'all. The friend is over 18, therefore an adult. How old? How much older? Because if you're saying over 18 and I find out they 19, I'm going to be aggravated. But if they like 21 and older, that's why I'm like, why you didn't say 21? Why you didn't say 21 or over? It's given that the person might be 2 to 3 years older than her and still would be somebody in her age range. And you trying to act like she over there fucking with some 40-year-old woman or something like that. I want to be, I want her to be a little bit more specific, because it feels like when you talk like this, you're leading us to think a certain thing, and it might be you blowing the shit out of proportion. The friend is over 18, therefore an adult. She used manipulation to get money out of Nicole to pay for Uber and other things, but this was my money. She even tried to get Nicole into illegal activities, which put Nicole under serious risk. She wasted a lot of Nicole's time, which had now lead to Nicole doing much worse in mock exams than her A-level predicted grades required for the entry to the universities of her choice. What? She's doing bad in mock exams, so not real ones. And she was projected to make an A, and she didn't. Okay. She is extremely invested in our private lives and lifestyle gossip to the point where it feels unsafe. She was constantly expressing how she wants Nicole to take her on expensive trips in the future. She used Nicole. The friendship was never genuine. Okay, I can believe that. I don't know the person, but I can believe that. But I also want y'all to remember how much Whitney Houston's mama and them did not like Robin, and how Robin really was a good friend to Whitney Houston. And when she wasn't in her life anymore, shit went downhill. Y'all remember that? I'm just saying. I sent 3 messages to this person telling her to stop communication with Nicole. As a parent, I have the legal right to do so. In return, she continued texting Nicole and threatened with reporting me to the police for harassment if I contacted her again. Her message to me was possibly written by ChatGPT. However, hold up, let me see if I could. Okay, there we go. However, she didn't even bother to check with ChatGPT that from the point of the police, a concerned parent is absolutely in the right to tell someone they do not approve of, especially when it comes to safety of their child, that no contact is allowed. It is not harassment. It is lawful and protective. Not if you keep texting them over and over and over again. However, okay, I'm sorry, I read that part. This is what this modern culture of fake rebels is coming to. And then we get there. What is that? This modern culture of fake rebels. Girl, what? What? Threatening the parent of someone you call a friend with police for telling you to stop inappropriate activities. This is why this kind of civilization is going to fail. Oh, so you live in another country. Bad, dirty Americans? Is that the vibe? Okay. No respect for parents, no respect for older people, no values, no spirituality, no understanding of social hierarchy. Oh, girl, y'all be in that matrix deep and mad when people don't want to abide by that shit. Too much bravado and no accountability from this new internet vanity rotten generation. Just selfish and extreme individualism. You are absolutely right on some fronts, ma'am, but why are you here? Not this sounds backed by Christ. I'm about to die. But this is too much to me. I feel like it's so interesting to get up here. She's Muslim. Makes sense. It makes sense that you would get up here on the internet on the very platform that you hate and go in on your daughter publicly to shame and guilt her into doing what you want to do instead of trying to, I don't know, maybe talk to her, get her some help. That's why I said I didn't like how the mama was coming off, because she feels like she sounded insufferable. Like your daughter says she hates you, she don't like you, she don't like being around your family, all your friends. I low-key feel like I might understand. Nicole LGBT, and that's why Swizz and Alicia not responding. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you're really upset because your daughter is gay. And I don't care what civilization, you live in. I don't care what y'all think about culture and all of that. Homophobia is homophobia. It doesn't help anybody. It just helps people who want to control somebody control them. That's it. It doesn't do anything good for anybody. It doesn't stop people from being gay. It doesn't bring you closer to your family members. You're talking about them like this on the fucking internet. Honestly, I wouldn't want to deal with her neither. And low key, as much as I'm starting to read, it low key feel like I wonder in what situation did you get hit? In what situation did you get hit? A mother takes the hardest job to tolerate everything if she is raising a child by herself. It is not for a child to throw her away as soon as they turn 18 and spit on the entire worldview they were raised with. It's not. It's not. What that means is that they never agreed with it in the first place and they went along with it because they had no choice. And now that they have a choice, they're going to do what they want to do. Now, there may need to be some growth because that's what happens. But like, I feel like, no, that's exactly, if that's what she wants to do, I think that's exactly what she should do. Because you sound like a weird homophobe. In the West, a rebellion against the mother is highly encouraged by culture. It's actually not. It's actually not encouraged. I know y'all think that, but it's not. Pop icons and even establishments. I also have a strong foundation. People who have helped Nicole a lot. Yes, most of them are not celebrities, but they genuinely care. If they cared about her, then they would have told you not to get your ass on the internet about this. The toxic peer group and certain people she sees on holidays in the U.S. are trying to influence her so that she can spit on those who truly matter in the name of money, fame, greed, and Hollywood agendas. Let me introduce you to the people she called a bunch of nobodies. I am not alone in my worldview and culture. We have different set of values and spiritual beliefs. We are the foundation for Nicole. The toxic celebrity worshiping peer group has no foundation for her. Do you have to be a celebrity to get respect? No, you just have to be rich. I think Diddy and Epstein, and we don't really, I mean, no, actually nobody gets respect if people don't want to give it. Nobody gets respect if people don't want to give it. Nicole just crossed the biggest line. She just hit me in the name of Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz, who have been alienating her from me. Yeah. See, like, all of this sounds like, I don't like the language. I don't like the language. Do you think it's okay to hit your mother? I read that part. Okay. And then she posted this, right? Read that part. Swizz Beatz sneaks in a gun threat against his baby mamas in a video of him and his mother following his recent altercation with the mother of his daughter, Nicole. She said, this is from 2019. He has been threatening, harassing me for many years. He hasn't taken any part in raising Nicole, never did any caregiving. They do it for power and control. He lies in my face when we have conversations, then does the opposite. I have to make it public for protection. This is why it is impossible to deal with these people. How about paying attention to violence against women? This is an example of Hollywood patriarchy that you are worshiping in America. Check yourself and stop attacking the woman, the mother, on behalf of these people pumping their egos. He was drunk driving with Nicole in the car the same year. These people are reckless. FYI, I don't need clout in the fake American celebrity-obsessed society that is only praising money and fame. I study at the University of Oxford, preparing for my PhD, working on groundbreaking theory about ancient civilizations. I come from the world of high culture and academia. They have been getting in the way of my scientific work. This is what American Hollywood patriarchy does. Can she tell us how it is she ended up pregnant for Swizz Beatz then? Because to me, y'all were never married, right? Right? Y'all weren't married, but you got pregnant for a rapper, for a producer. And how old is the daughter? Because Swizz Beatz and them been together for how long now? I don't know. I don't think it's for clout. I low-key think you're a little off. That's what it's given to me. I won't completely say that because I don't like to do that to women. But she's like really shamey. And it's like, but you were never married to him. You seem to have a reverence for your own culture, but you had a baby with a black rapper / producer, and you weren't married to him, just had a baby for him. And you've been struggling ever since. That's why you can't have babies for everybody. And I bet you didn't believe in the latest fetus neither. Wasn't this man someone's husband when you were sleeping with him? She was unaware of this at the time. Moreover, she did apologize to Mashonda. Let's also be clear, she wasn't the cause of the divorce. Nobody said that. Moreover, according to Mashonda's own words, she didn't even find out about Jana and Nicole until a year or so after the fact. Legally, they were still married. Now, it's absolutely the fuck-ass nigga's fault in the situation. But I think the point that's being made is you're doing a lot of judging. You're doing a lot of judging for somebody that was fucking a married man and had a baby out of wedlock. That's what we saying. Yeah, she feel a little culty, right? Little cult memberish, you know? Let's see. Are you speaking for yourself in a third party? It's okay, sis. I understand. Please, doing things for clout. Yeah, I don't think it's for clout. It's not for clout. She wants to be able to control whatever that daughter is doing. Whatever happened with her daughter, she wants to be able to control it. This is a way to do it. Her mama is a white Jew. Huh? Whose? Alicia's? Not Janae, right? I've seen how one of my closest friends, Janae Bastian, has been abused by Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys. Check the link. Exposing the truth about Swizz Beatz. The fact that y'all keep putting Alicia in it is the thing that annoys me, because sometimes I feel like Alicia don't be nowhere around, but because he's with Alicia and y'all don't like Alicia, it becomes like him and Alicia are abusing you. How are him and Alicia beating your ass? Did they both jump you? But this mother did know she wasn't married to Swizz. That's what I'm saying. She claims to be Muslim, but her mother is a white Jew. Wow. Yeah, see, I felt like I know Swizz ain't shit. I know that, you know, Alicia is a little, you know, ooh, you know, ooh, you know. But, ma'am, you don't seem well in the head neither. And I feel bad for your daughter. And I feel like I know why your daughter's saying leave her alone. Leave me alone. And if I was her, I probably would want you to leave me alone too. She's not a safe person for that girl. She's not. And you could tell. You can tell. Weirdo ass. Child, all it took was for me to read this shit. I'm like, oh, this bitch is a weirdo. This hoe is a weirdo.
Was that?
All right, y'all, let's move on. Y'all here, 1,200 of y'all in the room. Thank you. Can y'all like the video? Can y'all be cutesy for a second and like the video and appreciate me out this bitch on this platform just for a second? I mean, I'm here. Now she's as Muslim as Brittany Renner. That's hilarious. The baby mama is a white Jew. Hold up. No, the baby mama's mom is a white Jew. Got it. Bondi, did you see the Frito Bang and Cam Newton clip about Frito dad being gay? No, I didn't. Where is it at? Put the link, not the link, but put the blog site in the comments, y'all. Let's get into L'Oreal. I did not know that L'Oreal was always saying something on the internet that was pissing people off. But apparently back in the day, L'Oreal said that Michael B. Jordan was a lame and he tried to play her on a red carpet one time. And now that he's become who he is, now y'all like trying to whip her ass. And I'm like, child, people called that nigga lame when he was in movies. That nigga, he had to do a Ryan Coogler movie before people stopped calling him weird or lame, because they thought he was one of those black dudes that only dates white women and he didn't have a strong chin. So he had to get that facial hair. So once he get, you build the muscle up, you do what Jonathan Majors did, you build your muscle up, right? You get a little facial hair in there somewhere. And now you're somebody a black woman would want to, tackle in the street and slob down. You know what I'm saying? That, But Michael was somebody that people called lame. He's obviously not lame anymore based on what we've seen. But even when that shit happened with Lori Harvey, I was like, nigga, you looking sad too much. Black people, we police the shit out of each other. Hey, you better toughen up, nigga. You better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how y'all do. Nigga can't be emotional. He can't be on the sidelines of a basketball game looking sad after breaking up with Lori Harvey. Nigga, you better chin up. We hard on people, y'all. Okay? That's what this segment is. We is hard on the niggas, child. We is hard on each other.
That's everything.
And it's never that deep.
Yeah.
Because that man don't know you. Okay, these celebrities that y'all be fighting for, they don't know you.
But look at the hypocrisy, right? They're mad at her for saying someone was corny in high school that she didn't even say, and then proceed to say things 1,000 times worse than what she said.
10,000 times worse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That doesn't even make sense. And you didn't even say it, and no one has ever said, hey, our bad, we went back and heard the audio. You didn't say it, it was in your front.
Hey.
Oh, no, people came
Hold
up to me and was like,
Pause, hold up. Blunts with Beezy. Hey, baby, I'm not mad at you, okay? I love a beard. I'm not mad at you. You got to do what you got to do, all right? Listen, we all have our weaknesses, bitch. I have a lazy eye, okay? I have a lazy eye. You can't tell? Good. But that's why I wear shades, bitch. Okay? Now, I don't look like Wiley or anything. But, you know, we all have our, you know, one side of your face ain't completely symmetrical. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody everybody got their little thing, you know? Sometimes a nigga jaw not that strong. Gotta grow a beard. Honestly, niggas need to grow beards anyway. Okay? Just let the beard flow. Let it come out. Save everybody from, you know, you looking all weird in the face. But you gotta do what you gotta do. All right? Hit them angles.
like, oh, you know, my fault. But the disrespect was way louder than the apology. I didn't even, one of my homeboys reached out to me like, oh, Michael said his bad, yo. It was an article he read. He thought you said it. But you went on all these other publications. Not only that, I have a nationally syndicated morning show. Yeah. Come have a seat and talk about it. You know, the thing that hurts from it, and this is why now I watch what I do, because I was defending him a lot. Think about all the people that were saying many things about this man. And I would always be like, nah, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Oh, I don't be defending people like that no more.
It's really crazy. I feel like
girl, you have to keep some for yourself, okay? You have to keep I tell you all the time, don't be out here doing all that. You scream too loud, defending somebody, then they do some shit. Now you like, man, fuck. Cam clip on the shade room. Okay, thank you. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that clip, because if I remember correctly, he walked up on her while she was interviewing him. And she ain't even really say that shit. Hold up. L'Oreal.
We got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here. We got Michael.
And he later had to apologize for that. But that was some bitch ass shit. Because she didn't say that. She actually didn't say that. She said that they used to make fun of his name because your name is Michael Jordan and you not a basketball playing nigga. So they used to clown him because your name is Michael Jordan, but you not a basketball playing nigga.
So outrageous to me. Like me bullying Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have heard about this before? So outrageous to me. Like me bullying Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have?
Damn, that's it. I thought she was going to say more. I wanted bitch say more. Bitch say more. I want them to run a clip back from when she originally said the shit. Because when she originally said it, it was on the radio, I think, and she really didn't say that. She really didn't say that, oh, he was lame. People were saying that about him at the time because he was coming off like one of those niggas that don't date black women. And usually when a nigga don't date a black woman, he's lame. Usually when a man tells you, I don't date black women, if you wait a minute, you'll find out how fucking lame he is. Hold up.
We went to school together for 1 year. So the narrative that I bullied him all through.
I don't believe a word that bitch say.
Ugh, of course you don't. I want the whole clip. Why y'all keep jumping in? I just want the whole clip. All these niggas. Let me go to YouTube. Hold up, y'all. We gonna pull it up. because I definitely remember this situation, and I remember her saying, no, his name was Michael Jordan, and everybody made fun of the fact that he was not he wasn't a basketball player. And she said he later apologized for it. But as you can see, it's a whole bunch of men on the internet now calling her bitches and shit. Right? Y'all use that clip like, back then they did. That's how y'all use that shit. All right, I found her video. I think this is the video. L'Oreal, okay.
Just the bully narrative is crazy. And the things that people are saying to me, like they hope I get raped and killed and popped in my head. So it's one last be in the world. Like, I just think, like, if you were upset because you thought I called him corny and those are the things that you're rebuttaling with, it's like the crime and the punishment, that if that's what you thought I said, it doesn't even match up. Like, how is that okay? The narrative is definitely still pushed. I feel like I admitted exactly what I said. And then even those words got turned around. When I told the story, it was super lighthearted. It wasn't even in the sense of me breaking down the entire school experience. FYI, we went to school together for 1 year. So the narrative that I bullied him all throughout high school, this was 7th grade. We were like 12 years old and everybody made fun of each other. And then like, I would get joked on because of my complexion. And, you know, I went to a predominantly Black school. So it's like white girl, you know, oh, your boy, now you're mocking me because of my voice. We made fun of each other. That was school, you know, that was 1 year. Again, I've never bullied him. That just sounds so outrageous to me. Like me bullying.
I think I need for y'all to calm down in these comments. We are very happy that Michael B. Jordan just won. He's a beautiful man. He's extremely talented. It's okay, everybody. Take a deep breath. He can be a stand-up guy now and have had moments in the past where he was lame or corny. Like when he was really close with Strong Face over there.
Michael B. Jordan his whole life. Wouldn't we have heard about this before this? Yeah, I do feel
Not necessarily.
Like he took everything out of it. It gave the Will Smith thing where it's like, you know, he's heard numerous people probably call him this before because this is not something we haven't heard, right? I just never said it. I've defended him numerous times just because of the fact that I did have a rapport with him. And I never said we were best friends. I never said, you know, we were cool. And that was just that. So when I was even asked to do the carpet, I did it because I'm like, oh, this is a big moment for him. And I thought it would be dope. Just the fact that, you know, I did know him when he was young. And it just went totally left. I didn't expect it to go like that. And some people did try to spin the sexiest man comment. And that was weird to me because if you do your homework, he was named the sexiest man in the world by who does that? Is that People Magazine. People Magazine does it. And then Jonathan Majors recently did an article, an interview where he spoke on, they asked him about him possibly being the sexiest man. So when I asked that was an all in fun question, literally trying to turn a bad situation into something good. And then that's when I was like, let's settle this once and for all. Who is the sexiest man between you two? They're both nice looking guys, you know, but no, thank you. That wasn't my goal to go to Creed 3 premiere and walk away. Cause like Michael B was on General Hospital and stuff like that. So that was not really our demo. So I left from there and went to Columbia High. And when I went to Columbia High, that's where SZA, Rotimi, and everybody. And shout out to SZA because she did an incredible performance last night in DC. And I did go to the concert. I did go to the meet and greet backstage because they wanted me to go. Michael Jordan, like
nice, corny guy.
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name, but yeah, he.
Right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. It's so crazy.
Right? Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice.
You know, Michael B. Jordan being corny and they made fun of him.
that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshots. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him. Like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshot?
Well, he did a lot with those headshots, but to be fair, that wasn't it wasn't L'Oreal who called him corny.
No, it wasn't L'Oreal.
I saw it was Dominique the Diva.
Correct.
She even posted yesterday, any black man that dates white women is corny to me. You know what I mean? And Dr. Umar liked that tweet.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Right.
Straight shot.
But L'Oreal went to school with him in Newark. Shout out to L'Oreal. So we're asking.
We got to give it context too. It's not like she was saying Michael B. Jordan is corny now. She's saying. They were saying, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Dominique is saying he's corny now, but L'Oreal was saying he was corny back then in high school.
Right. What's the definition of corny? Do y'all feel that way?
I think people define corny as like you kind of just a square. Like, you know, you look at guys that like have all the women, the swag, and it's probably like he just didn't have the swag then.
But they be corny too.
That's my point.
Right.
These dudes that be out here sleeping with 5 and 6 women.
So we played it back. She did not say that he was corny. She said they made fun of him in school for how he was in school. The other lady called him corny. The whole conversation was about nice, corny guys, though, right? I understand feeling a way about it, but for y'all to act like, oh, I'm with Michael B. Jordan, y'all, please. That was corny for him to do that in that moment like that. Oh, yeah, but you was talking shit about me. No, nigga, I did not talk shit about you. And to be honest, a bitch could have felt like you was corny when we was in middle school. And now that my fucking brain is fully formed, I'm like, yeah, the dude cool. I'm glad for him. I'm proud of him. Like, what do you mean? So as adults now, in our, however old y'all are, y'all don't remember there being people in school that you may not have liked, but eventually y'all get out of school, y'all grow up, people do well for themselves, y'all come from the same place, you be proud of them. You be happy that they doing well, regardless of the fact that when you was a kid, you thought that, you know, they was corny. And to be honest, like that other lady said, a black man that only dates white women is corny. And that's what people thought about him before the Lori Harvey situation. And then it made it look like Lori Harvey broke that nigga heart because she wasn't ready to be settled down and all of that. Which honestly, I feel like was all a performance for, you know, the public's betterment, because he was now going from low-key being, you know, only in a few things that white people might have known until now going into Ryan Coogler. And the black people need to like you. The black people need to like you. So we need you to go get into a relationship with a black lady and prove to these black ladies out here that you for them. Because if they don't feel like you for them, they're not going to pay to see you. Look what happened to Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes was up there, okay, making all of that money doing movies, because every movie he was in, okay, with his shoulders, black women was going to show up and see. And then that nigga said that he didn't like black women. He preferred Asian women. And then everybody thought that he beat Halle Berry's ass when they was in a relationship together and he was in Jungle Fever. It just was not that hard to start disliking him after that. And then it was like we didn't start liking him again until Blade. So you need black women on your side. And so I do think that Michael B. Jordan had to like change his image around. Do I feel like, you know, people should be telling L'Oreal they want her to get raped over that shit? No. And that's why I feel like men have to be careful about how they direct their anger at women over shit, especially like in settings like that. Because what it did was take that shit to the extra mile that it didn't need to go to. And he wasn't even all the way right. That's why it is a little corny, because a cool nigga wouldn't have did it like that. Sorry. A cool nigga wouldn't have done it like that. Now, a cool nigga would have tried to fuck her and then embarrassed her in private. That's what cool niggas do. Break your fucking feelings, girl. What? Might make you think I want you. Be all nice. and then do some mean shit like Greg from Girlfriends. But yeah, y'all, it's not a big deal, y'all. I do feel like, though, that's why I feel like, you know, men's words have power, and they can send other violent men towards women for shit that is just not that deep in the first place. Being called corny is not a violent offense, y'all. It's not. Especially if people feel more often than not feel like it's accurate based on what they think they know about you. But we don't personally know Michael B. Jordan. He may not be, okay? Honestly, he seems really cool now. I'm not even going to front on him. But also, do not know him personally, because there are so many dudes that play cool and perform being a good guy. But as black men, they do not like black women. And to me, I don't understand how you cannot like black women. And if you don't like black women, something is wrong with you. There's no other way for me to slice it. I don't care how much you flirt with black women so that they come to your movies and your TV shows. I don't care how much you taking pictures with black women. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know. Thank you. This is Corey. Excellent commentary, everybody. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Miss Didi, no, I'm not saying that being malicious is better. Like, y'all have to... Sometimes I feel like when I be joking, y'all don't catch on to it for some reason. Even though I'm like, you know, being performative when I'm doing it, right? Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm a cool dude... I'm saying because niggas ain't shit, right? So a nigga that's going to pretend to be cool in that moment that actually felt the way was going to do some other type of shit to you. Wasn't going to embarrass you in front of a whole bunch of niggas so that they can be attacking you, because then that would make them look like the bad guy. Cool niggas think a few more steps ahead. That's what I'm saying. But if he wanted to be a good dude, that could have been a conversation that they had, you know. Before we do that, can we talk about something that I heard you say right quick? And I just want to make sure. And then he could have asked her about it and saw how she responded and be like, oh, all right. Because I thought you was trying to blame me. And like, you know what I mean? It could have been a different type of moment. But because he was so in his ego about it, right? Because most dudes are forever in a fucking 8th grade, mad about whatever girl they like, not liking them back, that they can never get over the shit. That's what I mean, y'all. Like, there are, like, that would have been the ideal way to handle it, which was to actually say something to her, but ask a question. Some of us are autistic, Bondi. We don't always get nuance. Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll start making sure that I let y'all know, you know, I'm being, you know, facetious, right? Sometimes when you're saying funny shit, you say the extreme of something, you know? Like... But yeah, I feel like he just could have handled that a little bit better. That's all. But yeah, no, shout out to the autistic people in the chat. Y'all know it's all a spectrum. It's all a spectrum. But no, y'all did not have to be wishing rape on L'Oreal over that shit, man.
Internet has created a hate train that is just never going to come off the tracks.
No. So when do you cut it off, right? Was that serious?
And it's never. And to me, it's funny because a lot of y'all don't like her voice, and I think that her voice is one of the most interesting things about her. I think it's the thing that that makes her stand out. L'Oreal. L'Oreal. All right. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break. And then when we come back, we're going to get into Mystical. We're going to get into Gunplay, because violent nigga. Okay. Kenyan, I might get there. And then there was more from the Amy Luciani body cam footage. There was more from that. She was talking about how that nigga paying all her shit. So we're gonna talk, girl. And I would like to get into Afro Man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to fit him in today, but if we don't fit Afro Man in today, I will definitely do it tomorrow. Okay. So quick little break, and I'll be right back. Hey y'all, this is a get ready with me. Okay, just a little something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So I just started growing my locks about 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and I do like a style here or there, and I really, really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl, listen, it's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays and I really, really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really, really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Made my hair feel really, really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils, whatever your hair type. You can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code BONDY15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a bougie traveler and shop fabhairinternational.com. All right, we're back, girl. Have y'all checked out my merch yet? Because the community is not okay. I have puzzles and coloring books. I'm ready to start working on another coloring book, but I need to wait until we get later in the year so I can recalibrate after everything we got going on. But this is the QR code if you want to try my coloring book and my puzzle or my The Community Is Not Okay merch and other beautiful art created by Lania, who I was collabing with for my merch. So check it out, please. The link is down below in the description box as well, paperluckstudios.com. Right? And also, if you like my show, if I was entertaining you, girl, and you wanted to put a little thing in my tip jar, my Cash App is working again. Tip jar. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get into the rest of the thing. First of all, we got to laugh for a second because there's a crazy bitch out there that is stalking Boosie. And I'm sorry. I know it's not safe. It's not safe, right? But it's also low-key hilarious because I don't think she actually rolled up on him, but she called CPS on him. And I'm kind of not upset about it because I think something is wrong with Boosella. Let's get into it. I found a stalker who called Child Protective Services on me and Ray Jail.
I found her already. Tied it to her Cash App and her face. You're done. You're done. And she's a Boosie stalker. I'm all over her page. She's a Boosie stalker. This what people do. You crazy bitch.
He love it though. He loved it. There's a crazy bitch out there with him all over her page. He love it. I'm on your ass, you ugly bitch. That's how he said it. My husband Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr. brought this to me. Y'all, she crazy. She crazy. Y'all, what the fuck is that? Was that like a blurry AI picture to make it look like he was kissing her? Girl. Pray for the people, y'all. Wow. Princess Yolanda Hatch, always.
I found her already. Tied it to her Cash App and her face. You're done. You're done. And she's a Boosie stalker. I'm all over her page. She's a Boosie stalker. This what people do. You crazy bitch.
It's not funny, y'all. You're not supposed to be doing this. That bitch crazy. I'm on Boosie's side on this one. But then I also, I'm also not mad that she called Child Protection Services on him because I don't think that people like Boosie should be responsible for the welfare of children. I just don't. He's not a safe person to me based on the things he said. I just, Okay, so moving on from there, your boy Jamal.
I made assumptions that were not true.
Listen.
And I wanted to.
What is this suit? Y'all, what is this suit? This is just beautiful. I love a rainbow, girl. This is beautiful. Okay. I know, y'all. It's funny. He's safe. He's safe. I don't necessarily care about Torrance safety, but I wouldn't want anybody, doing that weird ass shit to me. As somebody that's on social media, like, y'all do that weird ass shit, that shit not cool. So I have to say that. I have to preface it with that shit ain't cool. It is also funny.
Apologize to you for being a leader that was out of touch with what it is that the community wanted and sensed what it is that the community were demanding. It's much greater than those four, and I've heard you, overwhelmingly so. And not having a good read of the room, I take full responsibility of.
Child, there's Menzies in
I
here
made
today.
assumptions that
There's Menzies in here today. Hey, Menzies. Not funny. Hilarious. Hey, Menzies. I done seen a couple of men's up in here. All right, now. Come on now, Menzies. Y'all know I only have women demographic. Only husbands like me. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas that actually like the old lady. They might like me.
assumptions that were not true.
We glad that you knew you made assumptions that weren't true. We appreciate you apologizing, Jamal. Moving on. I ain't got much else to say. Nigga work on my nerves anyway. That jacket is making my eyes hurt. Where do I want to go next? Teyana. Let's get to Teyana. So first of all, y'all was dragging Teyana because Teyana was being so expressive. And I do want to talk, from two different spaces right now. I'm not going to say out both sides of my neck because I know that's what y'all like to say. But I do like to think about, several different aspects of things. It's the Gemini-Libra combination. It makes you look at things from, different ways. We've been watching you from day one. Oh, all right. You must have just changed your Abby or something like that. I got to remember now. Some people I have committed to memory, and then other people don't charge it to my head, charge it to the weed. So Lonnie Love defends Tiana Taylor after she faces backlash for playfully putting director Paul Thomas Anderson in a headlock during Oscar celebration for one battle after another Best Picture win.
Tonight, for casting, actor in a supporting role, adapted screenplay, film editing, directing, and Best Picture.
So remember how I was saying this is the we hard on black people part? We are hard on black people, y'all. And when black people be themselves or are expressive, I appreciate that, Menzies. I think that we always want black people to not take up as much space. Don't be so loud. This was something I had to grow. About. That's why one of the people triggered me because I have a hard time with my stoicism and keeping shit in order to look a certain way. When the truth of the matter is, fuck you. Y'all not about to give me cancer because I'm keeping shit inside. Okay? Or you're not going to make me feel bad about being who I am because I don't have time to be hyper fixated and focused on how other people see me and see my actions. Because I've always been a person that has kind of been a little weird to people or outside of everybody just a bit. I've always been somebody that has had to be okay with most people not fucking with me. Most people not really liking me. I've kind of always understood that to be. And so as I've gotten older, the childlike, whimsy that a bitch has, I live into it. The times I'm angry and I want to curse somebody out, I let it out. I express myself like a human, like the human that I am. And then, all humans, we make mistakes sometimes. And I said before, I didn't like the way she cried when she got her award because I do believe that we should have a certain level of, I appreciate this. I'm grateful for it, but I'm not, oh my God. Like, and that's only because I feel like your validation matters more than everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? Your validation, like how you feel about your accomplishments, matters more than anybody. And I just don't want us crying to white people to give us shit. I don't want us being all, super, super, thank you, all the time, because they owe us a lot. And so I feel like we should accept the awards with reverence and with grace, but not with overexcitement behind finally being allowed in certain spaces. So that's why when she initially cried, I felt the way about the way it was like, Halle Berry, the type of role it was with, feeling sexual, the sexual scene, making people feel uncomfortable, right? White men loving to put black women in these specific types of roles in order for them to get these awards. So what that feels like energetically is you having to do something humiliating in order to achieve something. And I don't always like how that feels, but I also understand what it feels like to be validated when you've worked so hard for things and they have not been easily handed to you. And I do want to hold space for the fact that Teyana is finally in the space where she's getting the recognition after so many years of feeling unseen. And that's such an interesting thing, right? Because, to us who know her, who've been watching her since Sweet 16, hey, Miss Milan, happy birthday. We know her. We are aware of her. We think she is, amazing, right? We might have our issues with, male identified shit, but we working with all our sisters to unwrap ourselves from this. We're not necessarily throwing each other away over it all the time, And Teyana is one of them people I haven't necessarily thrown away because of male identified things. I think she's extremely talented. I think she's beautiful. I think she's worked so hard for everything. And I love to see her in her element. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she is in this space of receiving validation for her work. But I just also want her to keep in mind that those people still are who they are. And I hate to say it like that because there's always going to be white people that are not going to be white people in. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be white people in all the time. There are some white people that are just really good people and they make it a point to be good people. I'm on the lookout for those, okay? But as a system, I think you need to have a balanced approach to being grateful for things when they come from people that have a tendency to overlook people like you. But I am very proud of her. And I feel like what happened in this moment was a bunch of people projecting onto Teyana that we wanted her to behave in that space. And I just feel like at a time where Trump is the president and y'all are allowing people to go to war with Iran over nothing, I don't give a fuck about respectability politics. And anytime y'all try to push us into boxes because of some fucking respectability politics, I'm gonna have to pull your card. I'm gonna have to pull y'all and be like, hey, don't nobody give a fuck about how them white people feel. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck if they felt a way about Teyana taking up space? She's entitled to be there. She's entitled to be herself. She's entitled to be extremely excited about being at the fucking Oscars and winning one. You know what I'm saying? Lonnie Love said, filming a movie like One Battle After Another takes a lot of time and dedication. Teyana was there. She knows what her director and cast went through. She did her part in the press tour. Not a negative comment, only love. And she's that girl that claps for everyone. Paul knows what's up. Let boo-boo be boo-boo. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. Tiana Taylor is embarrassing. Because she put the white boy in a headlock, girl. Do you know how much white people would love to be under the arm of a good-smelling black woman? You think that was the worst thing that happened to him that day? Was Tiana Taylor's titty being close to his face? Come on. Hold up, I do want to say something. Vicky Martinez said Bondi she did say he was bringing his headshots in school and he was corny for that. And he was. I don't know if you've ever seen 10 Things I Hate About You. But in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, the pretty boy was also a model. And he would bring his headshots everywhere with him. And so they were at a party and he pulled out his headshots. And it was just, the only difference was a white shirt and a black shirt. A white shirt and a black shirt. And he was so egotistical and full of himself that he really had these girls sitting there trying to decide between a white shirt and a black shirt. That, in fact, was lame. And so, even though L'Oreal insinuated that Michael was corny, she wasn't the one that called it that exactly. She said what he did in school, you know, they thought him bringing his headshots was corny. Cool. It's not the same thing as saying he's corny now. Okay? Semantics. Yes, I get it. But still, come on, my nigga. Come on. I mean, the artsy kids are like sometimes on the outskirts though. Like as a theater kid myself, like the theater kids are not always like well accepted. It makes sense that he was bullied. He was acting from a child growing up in this is the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. Like when I grew up, we are probably around the same age. Yeah. Depending on the type of environment you are in, you get made fun of for being artsy. It's not until those men become adults and grow locks and learn how to fuck real good that being an artsy black man becomes something that people rejoice about. But when there are boys growing into men, no, there are sometimes the boys that the girls don't like and they get made fun of. Like everybody. I got ribbed for dear life in school and I'm pretty. The fuck? But I cut all my hair off. I big chopped. And also I was openly gay. I got bullied. Well, they attempted to. You can't really bully me. But they attempted to. They fucked with me a lot. They had a lot to say all the time. And I'm the type of person that you say something, I'ma say something. So we just gonna keep going back and forth. And they get mad because they get used to fucking with people that they can, you know, eventually get to a place where that person just gets all upset. Yeah, and cries and gets upset. Oh, no. I'm gonna keep going back and forth with you. We'll see who's upset first. I'm trying to mature out of that space. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Grok, why is she so damn dramatic? Are we really asking why a actress at the Oscars is dramatic? Ghetto. For being excited? Studied Whitney a bit too much. See, y'all gonna leave Nip alone. Because that was one of the things I always loved about Whitney. And when everybody else was thinking that she was high, I thought she was just being funny. I understood. Like those moments, maybe it's because, you know, I smoke weed. I don't know. Okay. But like those moments that everybody used to be thinking was crack moments, I was like, nah, she's just being goofy. Like just being funny. It's called having a fucking personality. My God. It worked for me. It worked for me. It worked for me. It worked for me. What? Excuse me, because a bitch like a little chuckle every now and again. Life's not that serious. Don't play with her like that. This is why so many of y'all in rooms miserable and alone, because God forbid somebody was visibly happy for themselves and others. Yes. God forbid people show emotion, honest emotion, not performative shit used to manipulate y'all, but actual fucking emotion. Oh, stop it. We're uncomfortable. you can be happy without being overly obnoxious. She literally had Buddy in the headlock, and Buddy was happy. Ashton, I'm sure you would have loved to have that lady's titty sweat graze the size of your face. Don't lie to us. Somebody said, I love her energy. She's so beautiful and sweet. And off screen, you could tell her vibe is amazing. Somebody told me that I remind them of her. And I was just like, girl, thank you. I'll take that. I will take that, love. Now let's get into how y'all was playing with my girl on the red carpet, and y'all do this shit every year with the racism. Every year with the motherfucking racism, right? Because the racism is you thinking that you can manhandle Tiana Taylor at the Oscars because she's a black girl. Because she's a little bitty back. She's a little bitty black girl. Here it goes. Let's get into it. What's happening? What's happening here?
Put your hands on the female. Because he's putting his hands on the female. What are you doing? He literally shoved me. He wasn't even her. He was damn near shoving her. Everybody's having a good time. But you're shoving. That's a different story. You can say no and
the fact that she has to explain to other adults that it is not okay for her to be shoved is an example of how fucked up our society is. Because to me, our society is fucked up because in the moment where the person shoves the other person and the person that's being shoved gets upset and says, hey, don't shove me, y'all look at the person that says, hey, don't shove me, instead of looking at the person that shoved them. Like everybody's energy should have been getting that nigga out of the room. What's going on? What's happening? That's not what y'all was doing. And that is the same way they did Kelly Rowland. And that security guard was not just, it wasn't even just black people. That security guard was doing that to a whole bunch of people. White people, black people, just whoever I guess they didn't know or didn't like, they felt like they could disrespect because they were in insecurity.
You're a man putting your hands on the female.
I want to see.
Steve, I saw like the video where this guy put hands on you or something. Are you good?
It's all good.
Yeah, they can't stop your shine, you know? You already know that.
I don't think they're trying to stop shining. It's just everybody's having a good time, and you know, security was just doing a lot.
They were being extra. Listen.
There's always that one, but I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, a lot of people were wondering.
I'm happy. I mean, there's nothing to wonder. I think the first thing people do is definitely, you know, make assumptions.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I just don't tolerate disrespect, especially when it's unwarranted and it's unprovoked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How does it feel to be to win Best Picture?
Great to see you.
You know,
congratulations. All right, guys, we have to go, guys.
She looked beautiful, but I'm going to say this. Because I know she's healthy and she's naturally thin, but there was something in her face, and it might have been the angle where I was like, damn, she look a little too thin in the face. Like, when did her cheeks go away? Like, I was like, I felt like, you know, and then we're getting older, girl. So as we get older, maybe her face is thinning out. But her face looked really, really, like, slim to me. And I know that this is a theme right now for everybody to be heroin chic. And again, she's naturally thin. She dances and stuff, but you know.
Amy Madigan.
Oh, and that's when we was talking about the weapons. Amy Madigan was the woman in Weapons, and she did an amazing job in that role. I'm not even gonna lie. So, I do feel like she deserved the award. I wouldn't say she didn't. But y'all gonna stop playing on Wayumi. I'm gonna need for Wayumi to get a award at some point, okay? But Teyana clapped hard for her because I believe she clapped hard for Teyana when Teyana won. Tiana said the world holds so much misery that miserable hearts forget the face of happiness. They grow comfortable being sore losers, so when they see real sportsmanship, it unsettles them, like holy water touching a demon, because clapping for someone else's victory requires something many people never learn: how to win with grace and pure joy, and how to lose with grace, chin up, and dignity. No, absolutely, especially because it was the opposite situation at the Golden Globes. Tiana won, and I forgot the lady name.
Amy Madigan.
Amy Madigan lost, and they were up for the same award at the Golden Globes, and Amy Madigan cheered for her. Like, I don't know if I saved it, but I saw the clip. So yeah, I just kind of feel like you should trust people, you know, to deal with things as they see fit. And if you have a relationship with somebody and you want to cheer them on, like, I just don't understand what anybody is talking about. I think there is a Whitney Houston like energy, but I feel like that's who Tiana is. That is who she is. And I love people to be balanced in how they are, but I also respect her excitement. Like, I respect it. Like, feel all of your feelings, girl. Tiana has been through terrible shit recently with the divorce and all of that. Like, let that girl have this happy, let her be at the heights of how she can feel in this moment, you know? Variety. The Academy has issued a statement after Tiana Taylor was shoved at the Oscars. We were extremely upset to learn about the experience endured by Tiana Taylor at the end of the Oscar ceremony last night. We have worked with Tiana over the last several months during award season, and she has been nothing short of remarkable, supportive, kind, and all about community. Though the incident was with our outside security firm, SIS, they put them niggas out there, the experience of every single guest is our responsibility. We have made it clear to them that this behavior is not acceptable. We want to thank Tiana for showing remarkable grace, and we are taking the appropriate measures to ensure this does not happen again. And Tiana said, thank you to the Academy. I really appreciate your unwavering love and support. And Dionne Warwick says, so proud of my baby Tiana Taylor on so many levels. I can't wait to see the movie that they supposed to come out with. She stood her ground with that security situation like the class act she is. And getting her first Oscar nomination, that's my girl. You go, dear.
Steve, I saw like a video where this guy put hands on you or something. Are you good?
Yeah, I can't wait to see I can't wait to see what more Tiana is gonna do. I would like to see what the other roles are gonna be like, you know, especially because she is in this like award space, meaning like she's gonna be looking for roles that can get her the next nomination or award, right? So I would love to see what those roles are gonna be, because I hope that they are different, and you know, maybe an A24 film, you know, something out of the box for her, something that allows her to stretch. I don't know if they fired him, because it's not like they could control it, right? But y'all know how they be. They act a certain way in front of everybody, and then nothing really changes behind the scenes. So don't be surprised. But it is important for them to post something publicly in defense of her. Okay? So let's move on from there. Did y'all see this? Kenya Moore, Tamar Braxton, and Kim Zolciak rumored to be part of upcoming Amazon Prime reality show. Really? It's rumored that Amazon Prime Video is filming a new reality show set in the DR, reportedly described as a take on Bravo's Ultimate Girls Trip. While details are still scarce, the alleged cast includes familiar faces like Real Housewives of Atlanta alums Kenya Moore, Kim Zolciak, as well as Tamar Braxton, who shares her life on the Braxtons' rival series. Other rumored cast members include mother-daughter duo Julie and Savannah Chrisley, Real Housewives of New Jersey's Margaret Josephs, Bachelor alum Jean Tran, and Vanderpump Rules Brittany Cartwright. All right, I don't know any of those people. Probably y'all do. There's no word yet on a premiere date or when the cast will be officially confirmed. But this sounds like something interesting. I don't care about Kim Zolciak, but I would like to see what Kenya got going on, girl. I would. You guys, I'm going to need for Madame Toussaint, because I believe this is Madame Toussaint, to get their fucking life together. Kevin Hart, Aniko Hart, Dwayne Johnson, and more react to wax figure of comic. I don't know who this is, but it's not Kevin. And they do this all the time. They always make the wax figure lighter than the person actually is. We need for y'all to understand the concept of what dark skin. That is not Kevin. That's not Kevin, y'all. That's not Kevin's eyes. I don't know who that is, but that's not Kevin. That might be a nigga named Kevin, but that's not Kevin. That don't look right at all. Kevin said, what the fuck did I do to these people? This is an attack. Who in the fuck is this? At this point, these museums are just trying to make me cry. This shit has to stop. I demand a redo, damn it. The Rock said it's perfect. Don't change a thing. Oh my God. Them niggas are hilarious. Marcus Houston said this is Devin Hart. Haha Davis said, I thought it was me. Wait a minute, because I feel like that do look like a nigga I've seen before. Y'all, this shit is hilarious to me. I'm sorry. I feel like The Rock has something to do with this. He might have. Aniko said, I know you fucking lying. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. That is hilarious. Holly Robinson P said, what shade of foundation is that? Cinnamon swirl? Kev is mocha. Listen. Yeah, that's not, that's not accurate at all. This is not. Thank God black people know how to laugh at shit, boy. I swear. Because that's fucked up. Okay? That is fucked up. All right, so let's get into, I want to get into this Dwight Howard shit before I get out of here. Hold up. Dwight Howard drama with wife caught on body cam. But wait, is this the one? Wait, hold up. I want to make sure it's the new one.
I got off the TV show I was on for 4 years because he said he didn't want me doing the show, but now it's like he just fully financially, he took over my car note, he took over everything. I got rid of my business phones, I'm on his phone plan, so both phones I have on me are on his. My insurance is on his, and I was thinking the whole time that the benefit is like, okay, I have a husband who wants to be a provider,
Right.
you know. So
You need therapy and a fucking clue. Because why are you talking to the police officers about this shit? They don't need to know all of this shit. I swear to God, this the reason why police officers be so disgruntled. Ma'am, I don't care. Go inside.
I was willing to do it. My mom's husband provides for her in the same way. He just works a regular job. But then after a year later, it's like, dang, but if you get mad, he could cut my phone off. And he does that. He'll mute the phone. He can't take my insurance off, but he has literally backed my car up.
And this is what we be talking about, y'all. She did not do this for money. Because if she did this for money, she wouldn't have never gave up none of her shit. Because ain't nothing better than his money than your money and his money. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was really about money, she would never be getting rid of her things in order to get him, because she would be more worried about securing her own finances. So it would be like, nah, nigga, I'll rent my shit out. I'm going to keep my phone. You okay? You know? But she really wanted this image. Just like she said, you know, my stepdad takes care of my mom like that. My girl. And that is what y'all do. Y'all tell women that their value is tied to if a man is taking care of you or not. I mean, that's how I was raised. Girl, that's how I was raised. And it is like, it's valid. It's valid. But it also then starts this culture of women giving away power because they want to be taken care of by a man. And I do think on some level it's laziness when you do it like this, because you really just y'all are looking for somebody to pick everything up for you. And it's like, no, you can get a partner and then they can do some of the shit for you. Right? Especially if y'all not with a misogynistic man, and this nigga will help you clean up and shit too. Because a lot of times y'all see these women get with these rich niggas, and these rich niggas are misogynistic. They not doing shit. They want to be the head of the household and all of that, but that only means control. That only means control. It doesn't make you a better woman. It doesn't mean that your coochie is more wet because, you know, you're with a man and he's financially securing you. All that means is you're with a man that feels like that's his duty to do that, first of all, but also as a way to control what's happening. As a way to control what's happening. And so to me, we all have to be careful of allowing, yes, that delusional fairy tale shit to make you think that it's smart to dishonor yourself or to abandon, self-abandoning. She abandoned herself. Y'all, Amy built up so much shit for herself. And the house, like, she was doing a lot, y'all. She was selling shit. She was an entrepreneur. And then she got on that reality show when she bought the house. She gets rid of Mozzie that looks like a crackhead his damn self, right? Y'all was like, she should have stayed with Mozzie. No, the fuck she shouldn't have. That nigga was selling CDs out of car outside the motherfucking gas station. She didn't need to be with that nigga neither. She needed to be okay with being by herself. Or go and get the dick from Chaotic and then just going about her fucking way. I know I'm cursing a lot these days, y'all. I need to pull it together. But it bothers me so that this is what women do, right? Because then this is how you end up being victimized. And I know a lot of y'all want to be a fucking martyr. Do your thing. Yeah, she had a show on YouTube, right? In her house, she had like all of these things. And I feel like you really just built your life up and then say, oh, a man's here now. Fuck everything that I did. Fuck all my hard work. The man is here now. Girl. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's why when everybody keeps talking about, oh, she was there for the thing, she was there for the money, I'm like, she's there for the same reason that broke bitches be there for. The same reason that women be with broke niggas is the same reason why Amy wants to be with that nigga. Because you want to be chosen. You want to be picked. You want to feel like your womanhood has been validated by a man finding you attractive and choosing you. I totally understand. Hello. But it is an illusion. It is an illusion.
In the garage, and I don't have clickers to it. So then he like, go catch your Uber. I'll catch an Uber because if I keep going back and forth, he's the breadwinner.
Do you have your own credit cards?
Yeah, I have my own credit cards.
Okay, well that's good.
But all the money come from him.
So you're not flashy. Good. So hopefully you have a little bit of your money squirreled away somewhere for the rainy day. I don't know if you do or don't. I would hope you do.
I don't yet.
Huh?
I don't. As a matter of fact, we just scored our first TV show. We were supposed to get $1 million a piece. We were supposed to be in LA tomorrow. Per my husband's fashion, he called them. No, he emailed them and canceled the show. I didn't even know that. The agent called me and said, Miss Howard, what are you guys doing? What wrong? We thought you guys were so happy. I'm like, I had no clue what he was
Are they going to be able to get around me?
Yeah.
Y'all, she was fucking running it. I want them to just release the whole fucking body cam. Why we got to keep coming back every other day? That shit crazy, son. That shit crazy. And she did not have to be in that situation. But you know what? I low-key feel like everything happens for, I don't low-key. I feel like everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I hope that this situation with Amy and Dwight it some way help those kids. Because having more eyes on him, right? Even us now being aware that he has family in the court system that is helping him get away with shit. Like, we didn't know. I don't feel like I knew that before. That's new information. These things can't last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't control people and control the narrative forever when the truth is something, that's messy. You just can't. And so to me, they both look fucked up. And again, I feel like, everybody's childhood trauma is the only thing that's making choices and decisions for them. That's what it feel like to me, girl. So let's get into let's get into Michael Tyler. Okay, Mystical, the Louisiana rapper known for a run of late 90s and early 2000s hip-hop hits. Okay, shake it fast. Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Attention, all young players and pimps right now in a place to be. I thought I told y'all niggas before, y'all niggas can't fuck with me. Now this ain't for no subtlety, no circus that won't pass. And if you say you got the biggest one, then mama come shake your ass. Okay? Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with. You know what I mean? Danger. Danger. Get on the floor. The nigga right here. Fuck. Yeah, the nigga is the rapper racist. I came here with my dick in my hand. Don't make me leave you with my foot in your ass. Be cool. Don't worry about time ripping. When I'm ripping, when I'm flipping, it's just what it do. Off the nasty the boot. Full grown German shepherd, you better keep stepping. Yeah, nigga wrote about how much they like to assault people in their music. Yeah, girl. But this is New Orleans culture for you. He just so happened to be crazy enough to get arrested for it. But the truth of the matter is, y'all, Mystical, this is, I think, it's guilty to third degree, but I feel like this might be the third time he's been, accused of this. Y'all doing Mystical voice is hard. There's a new nigga out there that sounds just like him. I hope he don't have any rape cases like him. People used to, we used to be down here to the news station. Did he do it? Didn't he do it? He did it. Same thing with C Murder. Did he do it? Everybody forget, like, the 90s was a bloody time in New Orleans. Street shit is everlasting. You know what I'm saying? Like, New Orleans is a street nigga place. Okay? So, in my opinion, if they say any of them niggas did some shit, they probably did that shit. Especially if they got caught up back in the day when it's not like this whole system, like New Orleans. New Orleans is a place where a lot of black people are judges and shit. You know what I mean? So people don't necessarily do a lot of time for everything. People go in and out of jail all the time down here. This nigga's crazy, though. And they shouldn't have closed all of the hospitals. But you could blame Bobby Jindal for taking money away from the hospitals and education in order to put, girl, I don't even fucking know where. But ever since the Bobby Jindal years, we've lost hospitals and mental institutions that would have held some of these people. Okay? So, like we saying, the artist, whose real name is Michael Tyler, has been in custody since his arrest in 2022. He was originally charged with first-degree rape, simple robbery, domestic abuse, battery, and false imprisonment. Those charges were later reduced as part of a plea agreement. As a result of the plea, Tyler now faces a potential sentence of up to 20 years in prison. If convicted on the original first-degree rape charge, he could have faced a life sentence. So they was like, you either gonna do 20 years or you gonna do life. Now, I'm gonna go to the Googler, okay? And I'm gonna pull up Mystical because I want to see which case this is from. Okay, let's go down. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna read this to y'all. This is just his personal life on Wikipedia. It could be true, it could not be true. Y'all know how people like to edit Wikipedia. On his 24th birthday, Mystical found his sister, Michelle Tyler, dead in her bedroom, having been stabbed and strangled. Her boyfriend at the time, Damian Neville, was charged with murder, but later was acquitted due to a lack of evidence and a recanted confession. That's just, I just want to show y'all, like, these are you found your sister like that, but you're the type of man that would do that, right? Because this is the energy of the niggas at the time, okay? The energy of the niggas at the time is exactly like this. We might have to do Menace to Society this weekend, okay? Sexual battery conviction and other legal issues. On June 26th, 2003, Mystical pled guilty to sexual battery and extortion of his hairstylist. On January 15, 2004, Mystical was sentenced to 6 years in state prison. The rapper and 2 bodyguards forced the woman to perform oral sex and accused her of stealing $80,000 in checks. As part of a plea bargain, all 3 pled guilty. I don't know why whoever wrote this keeps saying pleaded. Pled, nigga. My God. Pled guilty. Mystical initially claimed that the incident was consensual, but a videotape of the incident was later found at his home shortly after the charges were made. Negotiations during the trial held the videotape from being entered as evidence, and Mystical agreed to the plea bargain offered by the prosecution, avoiding the mandatory life sentence for sexual battery in Louisiana and expecting to receive probation. So sounds like he gang raped the woman and recorded it. However, the case took a twist when the judge viewed the videotape at the sentencing, took into account Mystical's 2 prior arrests for drug and gun possession, and had him remanded into custody to begin serving a 6-year sentence immediately. Mystical's bodyguards, Leland Ellis and Versi Carter, also pled guilty to sexual battery. In August 2005, while incarcerated on the state sexual battery and extortion charges, Mystical was charged federally with 2 misdemeanor counts of failing to file taxes for the years of 98 and 99. On January 12, 2006, he was convicted in federal court of the tax offenses, but was allowed to serve the 1-year federal sentence concurrent with his 6-year state sentence. Yeah, because get the fuck out of here with that. Mystical was incarcerated. I'm just saying, like, nigga don't know nothing about no taxes. I'm just saying, those niggas, white t-shirt wearing niggas whose parents, was probably on crack somewhere, just depending. Yeah. Nigga don't know how to do no taxes. Mystical was incarcerated at Louisiana's Lynn Hunt Correctional Center on, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's written like that. Yeah, okay, he was incarcerated at Louisiana's Elaine Hunt Correctional Center. On January 19, 2006, Mystical was denied parole at a parole board hearing. On January 11, 2007, Mystical was released from custody on the federal misdemeanor tax convictions as his 1-year sentence had expired. But he remained in custody on the 6-year sentence for the Louisiana state felony convictions. The news of his release caused confusion among fans who heard the news and mistakenly thought he had been released on parole. He was released January 14, 2010. After his release, Mystical was registered as a sex offender. And I remember when he came back, because this had happened so close to when I was in high school. I was in high school when that shit originally happened. And Katrina happened right around that time, y'all. So I don't feel like any of us really knew what happened in this situation. And of course, still male identified, right? So we went to Mystical first show back at the House of Blues when he got out of jail. Him and the Ghetto Twins. Shake, shake, then you rock, rock. Oh, yeah. Shake, then you rock, rock. You already know who the cream of the crop is. Shake, and you rock it. Don't make me have to cock it. Listen, I'm not going to do it. Anyway, on February 22nd, 2012, Mystical was arrested yet again, following a dispute with his domestic partner, and was later given a misdemeanor charge of domestic abuse battery. He was detained for 9 days and then released on bail. On April 16th, he was given a 3-month jail sentence for violating the terms of his probation. He was given he was given following his, the probation he was given following his release from prison in January 2010. He was given credit for the 9 days already served, reducing his confinement to 81 days. He began serving his sentence on May 14th at the East Baton Rouge Parish Jail. During his incarceration, he appeared in court to be heard on the domestic battery charges, as well as for a hearing to determine child support payments for his 2 youngest children. Mystical was released from jail in August 2012. On August 21st, 2017, Mystical turned himself into the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Department after a warrant was issued for his arrest. He was subsequently charged with rape. He was held at the Caddo Correctional Center on a $3 million bond until February 14, 2019, when he was able to post bond. The charges were later dropped. Mystical has been held without bond in Ascension Parish since July 30th, 2022 on rape and domestic abuse charges. On March 17, 2026, Tyler pled guilty to rape charges. He faces a maximum of 20 years. So now this is the 3rd rape case. Yeah, girl. Oh, no. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Keisha, let's talk, sweets. This is why fathers need to remain in the home. Way too much feminine energy from these dudes. Feminine energy is not the problem. The niggas actually need feminine energy. Maybe they would be more empathetic and they wouldn't hurt people as much as they do. Fathers remaining in the household does not mean that a child is not going to be violent. That doesn't make any sense. A lot of men are violent inside of households. So how exactly does them being in the household prevent children from being in abusive, fucked up situations? They are taught to hate femininity. Now, what you may mean is that when men are raised by women, they learn how to be more psychologically abusive because they know how to speak in a way that sometimes men don't if they did not grow up around women. So it makes them sometimes worse prey because their mothers have taught them how to verbally and emotionally engage with women in a way that women they have a hard time with. If a man can go back and forth with you verbally, if you're not that good, at going back and forth, you might get owned by a nigga and you don't want that. You would much rather him shut the fuck up or knock you out. I don't know. But men being in the household doesn't guarantee anything. My father was in the household. He was abusive. I used to wish that the lady would leave the nigga. She didn't leave him. He died. I still loved him. He was better than most, but he was still abusive. And if she would have told him he needed to get help before he came back in the household, we might have had a different situation. Or until we came back in the household. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of other dudes that I grew up in a neighborhood with. Almost everybody I grew up in a neighborhood with, almost, right, was a 2-parent household when I was growing up. Some of them niggas are bums. Dad, mom in the household. Bums. So, chill out. They are angry about not having fathers in the home because they feel like they're supposed to have them. When the truth of the matter is, every father is not worth having in a household. And you should have to be a type of person in order to be a father. Because you can be just as problematic. You can be just as fucked up. You can abuse them. You can be an alcoholic. You can assault them. Niggas like to rape their kids. It's just too many variables for us to still be saying shit like that. It's 2026. Okay, it's not 2010. Let's not move backwards, bitches. Okay. This my last thing, I think, and then I'm getting off of here. Yeah, because I covered all my topics, and I just wanted to talk about these crazy niggas before I got off of here. No, my dad died, so I didn't have time to tell him how I felt. He knew how I felt. He knew how I felt. And I knew how he felt. We had a certain understanding of each other. I talk about it because it's an acknowledgement of the truth, not because I feel a way for real about him. Like he would be in my life if he were still alive. I'm sure of it because he would eventually be too weak to fight. And he, it was always just us. It was always just us. My dad had male friends, but he wasn't around niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was out, but he wasn't out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had a level of stability within all of the turmoil. So I have a love-hate relationship. But I didn't need to tell him. He know how I felt. And if he was alive, I'd be telling him all the time. So that's why I tell y'all. Because now that I'm not dependent upon him and he can't beat me up, that nigga would be mad. Yeah, I couldn't even talk to y'all like, I couldn't tell y'all some of this shit if he was still alive because I would want to protect him. I'm just being real. So he had to go. Okay? I love him. Okay? I miss him. I love him.
Was charged with battery with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, child abuse, no great bodily harm.
So you're just now able to respond to everything?
Just now able to talk about a case that has been dismissed. First of all, everything she said was literally reverse. She's sick. She gets upset. She's asking for the divorce at this point. And she hits me with the computer, grabs the computer, shuts it. Boom, hits me with the computer across the head. I'm like, all right, like you tripping. So now I'm trying to call the police. She's mocking me. Oh, you always calling the police. I have to. And I'm trying to get out of the room and she stops in front of me. This is a mom state with the baby in her hand. This is a mom state. Don't touch me. So she has a master's degree in criminology. So she knows all the, you know what I'm saying? So for her to say that, I already know what she's trying to do. She's at the point now where she's on the phone with her mom and dad, her grandparents, and she's like, oh, I don't want to go to war. And I said, I do. I really was thinking about divorce, court war. I was charged with battery with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, child abuse, no great bodily harm.
So you're just now able to respond to everything?
Just now able to talk about a case that has been dismissed. First of all, everything she said was literally reverse. She's sick. She gets upset. She's asking for the divorce at this point. And she hits me with the computer, grabs the computer, shuts it. Boom, hits me with the computer across the head. I'm like, all right, like you tripping. Man, that motherfucker went back into the kitchen, my nigga, and rounded up some glasses, my nigga, like this, and she's athletic now. She got gold medals for some athlete shit. So she comes in there like Nolan Ryan, like, wow, and start flinging them, and they breaking on the wall, breaking on me. I got the pillow. I'm blocking them shits. She gets the bottle of Patron. She throws the liquor at me, throws the bottle at me. It hits me right here. Boom, I block it like a boxer and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Then she grabs the vodka bottle, throws the contents, and throws that at me, and it gashes me on my leg right here. I got a big ass gash right there. You see that shit?
She did that?
Yeah. You see that shit? That's a gash from the bottle.
It's a baby gash, but it's a baby gash.
Zoom in. See if we can zoom in on this cut.
Zoom in on that shit. Zoom in
It
on it.
is a baby gash. It's a baby gash.
Damn.
Dog.
These kind of stories make me scared to like
Bruh,
get married.
you better
and get
be,
in a
boy.
relationship.
You better
man.
be, boy. Man, that motherfucker went back into the kitchen. So the police finally get there, take me upstairs. The detective starts talking to me, and he goes, did you produce a firearm during the argument? And I'm like, nah. And he was like, do you own a firearm? I said, yeah. He was like, what is it? I was like, an AK, a mini one, like a Draco or whatever. He was like, where is it? I said, it's in the room. He sent the officer in the room. They can't find it. He said, you want to find it? I look, it's gone. And I leave my stick and my jewelry and my phone on my nightstand. But my jewelry box was open with no jewelry in it. And then I look up, the officer is like, what is this? It's the monitor for the nanny cam, and the nanny cam saw everything. You would see her going back and forth with the knife, with everything. You would have saw everything. The nanny cam is gone, but the monitor is still there. because I had.
Did you ever recover that footage?
No, because she got on my phone, deleted my Instagram, changed my iCloud password, changed all my emails, deleted my YouTube 70,000 subscribers, did all of this shit the first day I went to jail.
Damn.
So the police finally get there, take me upstairs. The detective starts talking to me, and he goes, "Did you produce a firearm during the argument?" And I'm like, "Nah." And he was like, "Do you own a firearm?" I said, "Yeah." They said the baby had a scratch on her. How the baby had a scratch on her? How? She said, "I choked the baby. If I choked the baby, don't you think there would be?" She's high yellow. I'm spiritual. So the shit that I seen in her eyes, it's not a human, man. It's a demonic entity, bruh. Cause the way she flipped the script, when she backed me down with the knife, I said, "I'm your husband, snap out of it." And then she did like this, put the knife to her arm. In the deposition, she said, "I told him, I'm your wife, snap out of it." I couldn't believe what I was reading. So now after she's throwing all this glass, backs me down with the knife, I run to go grab the baby out of the stroller to get her out of the damn apartment because she's grabbing more glass. So when I grab the baby, she drops all the glass. "No, don't touch my baby." Grabs the baby like a rag doll. She just had open heart surgery 6 months prior. Snatches her out of my hand. That's the last time I seen my daughter. August, call all the homies, call Ross, told him the lie. Call Renee, his sister, told her the lie. Everybody that's somebody in my phone that's close to me, off my phone.
How did Rick Ross feel about all this? Like when she called him?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him since that case. That was it. That was the last time I spoke to him.
Where did it go wrong? Like,
and you literally got on your knees in front of that man while he was laying on the bed with his titties sliding off his chest. And you laid down, you got on one knee to give him some fake jewelry when you should have been using that money for y'all baby that y'all had, because y'all baby had health issues.
It went wrong, I think, when I got Fat Boy that chain, when I got Ross that chain. It wasn't about the chain. It was about the ungratefulness that I just saw in her that I didn't see, because she would praise me on the things that I was doing for my family. And at the time, I was probably in a midlife crisis. I wanted to get married.
Midlife crisis? You are on drugs, nigga.
Did that mess up your situation with Love and Hip Hop?
Absolutely. It got me.
You messed up your situation with. You got in violent situations with women outside.
Like, what does she do
just
for a living?
Lying,
is she like a legal person?
She's a stripper at G5, bro. About a week or two before
this
when
is
I go.
Like after a nigga done did all of the worst shit in the world to you, then they come online and then tell everybody the opposite of what happened.
The court, the judge believed, she asked. This woman screenshotted all the calls that we just had, a screenshot of a video that I had when we were and sends it to the state and says witness intimidation and revenge. I want to revoke his bond. While she's talking to me on the phone, she's filing a motion. But when she sent the screenshot of...
He think we give a fuck because he think we don't remember when he was outside that lady apartment and she recorded him. He think that we don't remember him acting crazy and breaking the TV. He think we don't remember none of this shit. But like, there's and it wasn't even just with her. He was acting crazy with Miami Tip on the show, like he wanted to fight her. He was acting like that with the girlfriend Kiara that he was with when he first got on Love and Hip Hop. He is allegedly an abusive cokehead. And severely narcissistic, apparently, because, I mean, the way this nigga is up here running it, even the cadence of the way he's talking sounds like somebody that's lying.
The call log, they were all outgoing calls. When they saw that, they said, does she realize that these are all outgoing? This is the first record off the EP.
Just walked out the car.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you, sir. Good day. Good day, good sir. Let me see right quick. Because, see, I can't stand when niggas, like, the Miami podcast people, why y'all didn't go and pull up some old clips of them people? He just sat up there and ran it for clips and clips and clips and clips. And y'all couldn't go find one blog post from when Gunplay and Von Shay got into it. And she did get into a car accident. Let me see.
I really feel like I'm married to double. Like, ever since I met this man, my life is literally just...
Yeah, girl, you got to be careful the type of niggas that you get with. You got to be careful the type of niggas that you get with.
Thank you for not telling my secrets.
We never get back together with Gunplay. I don't care if you paid me. Like, the shit that he's been doing and violating my restraining order over and over and over and over and over again And the stuff he's been saying online about me and my family and the radio tours and what he said when I was in this accident, and word on the street is he has a part in this accident. I would never get back together with.
Yeah, y'all. That girl got in a car accident. Gunplay's ex-wife goes in for surgery after near fatal car wreck. Like, I feel like whatever she said he did, he did. That's all the fluid.
I really feel like I'm.
Car accident.
How did you guys like meet? What made you want to settle down?
I burnt her.
You burst her.
I burnt her.
Burnt her. How did you burn her? What the fuck?
That's how I met her. I burnt her second I met her.
You did voodoo on her?
Nah. So what happened was she was walking through G5 picking up something to eat, picking up her salmon sandwich, salmon burger, and I was in there. Just left Ross's album. Listen.
Everybody's been
never. Thank you for not.
So how is it you gained so much weight? Because I know people are asking.
So I was on bedridden when I was at the hospital, and they gave me this pill called gabapentin, and gabapentin blows you up. And I was all the way up to 250. I went from 160 to 250. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, you guys, this is not healthy. I'm obese now. So he took me off of that medication, and we changed the medication around. And I'm slowly starting to lose the weight. I'm 212 now. And like, if you looked at my face during my birthday time, I looked really pudgy. Like, you would thought I was a dog. And now it's kind of like, at first, it was very scary and for me and very sad. I got really emotional. I was like, is people going to accept me back on TV with my face like this and the surgery scar? Like, I gained weight. Like, how is this gearing to work? And so far, yesterday I went viral with my live, so many people was like, you're so beautiful still. Like, God blessed you. You're still here with us. We missed you. We were wondering where you went, but now we know what happened and you're in our prayers. So I appreciate the prayers. I started a GoFundMe.
I mean, she was in a coma for a year. I don't think she has to lie. And just because something didn't blow you up doesn't mean it didn't blow her up. Like, people respond to medications differently.
I have crazy medical bills. My medical bills are like really bad. I go to occupational therapy, speech therapy, pool therapy, and physical therapy once a week. And then on Friday, I have 3 doctor's appointments. And I've been doing that now for almost a month.
Wow. So
a few months back, you and Gunplay were here. Everything was so good. Yeah, like, what happened?
It was honestly going good.
Right.
It's when the whole chain situation came out.
Gunplay bought Rick Ross a chain.
Without my approval. People keep saying I married this man for money. There was no money to have. Like, my dad was making sure we had, because when I met him, he was f***ed up. I married for love, not money. I wanted to help him because I felt like, as your wife, I want to support you and bring you up. But don't
do y'all see a pattern of behavior up here today?
Here and act like you was Jay-Z or some shit. Let's be f***ing for real. Like, my parents were taking care of me and a grown-ass man. Like, I just felt like, why are we...
Yo, Gunplay don't have to be spiritual. He can just be a possible psychopath. They say they think he has something to do with her car accident. You know, that don't mean he put root on her. That could have meant that he got somebody to hit her car or some shit. Like, anything. But most of the shit, the stalking and the abuse, he's doing himself. We ain't got to put root on it. But you know, I'm not in Miami, people be, so maybe.
Change. So that's where our beef kind of started. It's just like priorities. Like, I felt like my priorities was my daughter, her health, and our finances. His priorities were, I want this certain look. And he was just like, oh no, I got to thank my brother. Send his a thank you card.
So, like, does Rick Ross be looking out for him? Like,
I had questions all the time. I'm like, hey. He's like, oh no, I don't want to bother that man.
Of course not. Of course not. Because whenever narcissists have somebody whose ass they kiss, that person never gives them that same energy in return. It's always somebody that treats them like shit or ignores them. That's the person that they'll praise. Let's see. But this has been going on for years with her having to get restraining orders. So I'm more inclined to believe what she said than I am to believe him. I'm more inclined to believe her than him. And honestly, everything he said sounded like a lie. Everything he said sounded like a lie. And honestly, like, I'm glad that the daughter is doing well, because their daughter had a lot of issues herself. The daughter was in the hospital and was having all types of issues. And I think the daughter had issues because he had cocaine in his sperm. I believe that was the conversation at some point, that his drug addiction was possibly the cause of their baby having the issues. And then he was smoking around the baby. The baby had like lung issues or some shit, and he was smoking around the baby. It was a lot of shit. He one of them niggas that want to play video games, want to angrily scream and play video games while his baby is trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, girl, it was terrible to me. And I feel like it's unfortunate, but these are the types of men that, black, lower income black communities put these men to the forefront like they're worth having. A man that's crazy, a man that's a sociopath or a psychopath, y'all will feel like that man is somebody that will protect y'all from other men, not realizing, no, baby, that means the man is going to be harming you. Because you can't exist in a vacuum. A person can't be crazy everywhere else and then not be crazy with you. That's not realistic, and that's not how people actually work.
So you guys,
I wanted to see if I could actually find...
I just did this video about Gunplay. Gunplay has been arrested for assaulting the woman who was next to him, which is his wife. He put the media at gunpoint for telling a man to be quiet because he scared the baby.
He pointed a rifle at her. I'm trying to see, because there was a lie from that night.
Right, so if you don't know...
But yeah, there was a lot of victim blaming. I was trying to see if I could find it, because that nigga was like acting crazy. Like, there used to be videos on the internet, and I feel like he might have had that shit scrubbed or something. But back when it first happened, there was a bunch of video of him on the internet acting a fool. Didn't Gunplay throw a console? It hit the baby. Am I mistaken? I don't know if that happened. I don't know. It might have. I don't know. They was someone back in the day, or someone with their coat. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right, y'all. We'll leave it there. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Thank y'all for coming through today. We're going to Mauritius in September with Reset by Design Wellness. Okay. Link down below in the description box. I appreciate y'all for coming through today. Let me read these super chats before I get out of here. Cause thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so lovely. Give yourselves a hand. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Where was I? Oh my God, y'all. Hold up. Yes, sweetheart. I love you too. Bye. Okay. So let me see something right quick. Because I'm not sure when these, because for some reason they're not letting me know which day this happened. Okay. Kels, thank you so much for the super chat. If it was from yesterday, thank you. FD Signifier's Tyler Perry video highlights how Tyler Perry being a billionaire doesn't help black people because of hegemonic white supremacist capitalism. He ultimately concedes to it. Yep. I think that was from yesterday, but I didn't see it. Thank you. Thank you, Miss J. I don't know. I don't want to say Jamila. Is it Jamila? I hope so. I didn't want to say it wrong. Thank you. That's cute. I'll be back. All right, girl. Six Figure Bitch 2026. Not sure if mom is mad because Swizz and Alicia are influencing Nicole, or if she's mad that her child isn't becoming this rigid idea of who she wants her to be. Yeah, I didn't know what to think, girl. I think I saw Corey's. And thank you, Raider. We love you, Bondi. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you. All right, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.